Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quintet here on Game Nights. I am your host and your Dungeon Master, Van, and we are here to play some goddamn Dungeons and Dragons. I'm very excited. It's been 7 years since we played this game, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's been that long. I think it's just been a couple weeks, but it's been a long time. And I missed you guys. We're here to play Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And we're getting into the last dungeon of the campaign. And I'm extremely excited to be doing it. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on the channel. It's gonna be hit or miss, obviously, probably for the next couple of months because it is the holiday season for many of us. But we are gonna get in streaming when we can, and that's what we're doing today. Our next live stream after this is gonna be this evening at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. A new episode of Hearts of Stone, our Blades in the Dark campaign that Val is currently running. I'll let them talk about that. And then some other streams as we can throughout the week. Our regular schedule is down below our faces if you're live with us on Twitch. It is also pinned to our Discord. It is also several other places on the internet where you can find it. Yeah, I got no big announcements except I'm happy to be here. So I'm going to let my friends introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, starting with Rob.
That's me. Hello, I'm Rob, or Bonus Stage Rob, or bonus_stage_Rob. You can find me at one of those on various social media that I kind of use, or in the GGK Discord. I really only am playing this game on live streams right now, but maybe cooking something up in the vein of a pre-recorded thing. More on that eventually. For now, I am playing Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year. And Owlin, what am I? Paladin /fighter /good boy.
Thank you, Rob. Perfectly executed. Next up is Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Rachel's Beth. Rachel's husband. Best with in the middle instead of an S.
Rachel's social media is a puzzle you have to solve.
It is, yes. I barely use it, so if you find it, you're the only one. Because I don't even know anymore. I can't keep track. But I play TTRPGs with my friends. I'm here on Saturdays, and I'm on LB Hack 'em Up's channel on Sundays. With some faces you see here, running the Alien RPG, doing some spooky horror shit and scaring my friends. And today I'm playing Sereia, the Water Genasi Circle of Wildfire Druid.
Thank you, Rachel. Next up is Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Crown's Crown lurking around the internet. I am here Thursdays and Mondays playing and running games. Like Van said, I run a game this afternoon called Hearts of Stone. It's Blades in the Dark, more than one blade. And we do crime. I think we're in the middle of a job, which I'm going to have to remind myself on, do a little prep before this game. Well, as much prep as I can do in the system, because, oh, buddy, this crew is wild. So please join us for that at 5 o'clock Eastern time tonight. But today, this morning, I'm playing La Justicia, who is a Wizzificer tiefling.
And last but not least, we have Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet. You can find me on the social media as WALLE132, like the cute little Disney robot, or like on the GGK Discord. Same name. Same stuff, I guess, yeah. Also, you can find me here every Monday and Saturday playing games with these wonderful people. But today, I am playing Damian, our favorite human dragon monk who is powered by anime, dragons, and Jesus.
Jesus is making an appearance today.
Yes, Jesus is making an appearance today.
Excellent. So happy to have him on the show.
Another appearance from Jesus?
Yeah, it's crazy,
Damn.
dude.
Yeah.
He's been in our last 3 episodes.
No, right?
Maybe he'll join the cast.
The body of Christ.
Also, like,
Yeah.
weird
body.
Easter egg, if you actually look in the GM's manual and look up the madness feature in the GM's manual, you actually see a guy who looks a lot like Jesus. on that page. Just, it's a very weird choice.
So yeah, this is what we're doing today. It took longer than normal to get weird.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm proud of us.
It's gonna get weird because we are currently in the garden of the Palace of Heart's Desire. Last time, you all made your way here on the backs of some giant cranes. You were set down in front of what you assume to be Zybilna's palace. In the large garden, you made your way over to a pavilion where you met several new friends. Two of them frozen in time, one of them without a head but still able to communicate through stomping his feet on the ground. And then some other guests who are here to meet with Zybilna or representatives of Zybilna. Majera, the human woman with the magical quill, who is dictating what she says on many stacks of papers in front of her on the table. Bodger, the awakened brown bear. Lord Eld, who sort of took it upon himself to speak for the group, who's a tall elven man who appears to be made of stone. And Sumai and his friend Yamzu, the sentient pumpkin. So they gave you some information. If there's anything you want to go back over, since it's been a bit, that is fine. But other than that, the garden is your oyster, as the palace looms in front of you in the twilight. What would you like to do?
Wander.
Wander. You want to wander around the garden?
Yeah, I want to wander.
Let's just
around the
do like
garden.
3 hours of fishing in front, in that pond there.
In
Yeah,
that
so there
pond.
is a pond. There is
Yep.
a sort of stream. It's bigger than a. What would you guys call it? It's bigger than a stream. It's smaller than a river.
Is it a brook?
A
A
brook?
striver.
Brook.
A creek?
Yeah.
A creek,
A
maybe?
creek, yeah, a creek.
A creek,
yeah.
a brook, sort of running
River
from,
words.
from one side to the other. There's all kinds of stuff in this garden. Again, there's the pavilion that you're standing in that is near the gate. There are 2 towers, one on the eastern side, one on the western side. The one on the western side, you can actually see the stairs that go up about 15-20 feet to a set of double doors going into that tower. There's a pond, there's a big ring of standing stones. There is an enclosed sort of flower garden that you can kind of see off to like the northwestern side. And then obviously in front of you, there are stairs going up to the front facade of the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Okay. And we know we definitely can't. There's no way to get into the Palace of Heart's Desire. Like I think
You
they
haven't
told
tried.
us something. Okay.
Yeah, I want to go look at the door to
Yeah.
figure out what we're dealing with.
Okay. Let me to my actual map here. Yeah, so you guys can wander through the garden. You go over this stone bridge that kind of goes over the brook that is running through it. And the front doors to the palace are currently closed and locked. They're pretty simple as far as doors go. They're these simple stone double doors. I think the only thing of note on them, and I think you guys can see it marked on the map as well, is that on the above the door, sort of the crown of the door, there is an oval set into it with what looks like a stag's head, sort of decorating the crown of the door.
Okay. So it's just locked. There isn't like, 3 divots that we'll have to slot the 3 gemstones we acquire in this
No,
garden.
it's a smooth set of stone doors with a heart atop them.
Okay.
H-A-R-T, heart.
I was gonna ask if
Meaning
there's
of-
like any like
Meaning of the outdoor.
inlets, like any kind of like inlets or holes.
Nope.
Okay.
Hmm.
There's nothing like a doorbell or anything like a knocker or on it.
Nope.
Okay.
I give
Do you
up on the
think
door.
Do you think it's one of those cases where like we have to say it's our heart's desire to go inside?
Maybe it is. It could be one of those, you know, maybe it's a password kind of door. Like, you got to give the right password to get in, or a secret knock.
I
Are
was sort
there-
of reading it as like there's going to be a series of challenges in this garden that we have to solve before they will open the door for us.
Can-
but-
Can I see what this? Oh, I don't know if there's a way to ping, but there's a statue in that garden. It looks like it looks webby over there on the left.
Yeah, and the flower garden that's got the wall around
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you can wander
Can
over
I
there.
see what that statue is?
Burp, burp, over there. Yeah, so as you guys stare at the door, Sereia, you give up. Willoughby, you wander over into what looks to be a rose garden.
Mhm.
It's surrounded by a low, like bronze fence. And yeah, you wander in. There are many rose bushes. They are a variety of colors, pretty much every color of rose. There are even sort of a few like pure like black roses, a few white ones, pretty much any color, even colors that maybe roses don't normally come in. And yeah, there are these glistening like spider webs covering a lot of them, but they still seem very much alive and growing. In the heart of the rose garden, there is a tall, again, a tall statue of a satyr. He's holding sort of a set of pipes to his lips, sort of in the middle of prancing somewhere. And then coiled around him is a like thorny vine that has 5 roses growing out of it.
All right, this might be a bit of a stretch, but what if this satyr and the stag head on the door are dating, and that this satyr is literally the heart's desire?
Damian,
Did I miss something?
that's
Well,
a-
I just learned a male deer is called a heart, so I was like, well, there's got to be a reason for that pun.
Where did everyone go? I was looking at this door.
Damian's like, I mean, that's not an idea. I mean, maybe that stag head is kind of linked to this statue. Maybe there's something else in here that's kind of showing a link between all of it. Like maybe those weird circles of stones over there. And that little thing, is that a gazebo? Yeah, that's a gazebo. The gazebo we started off at, is that the one by the river or the one by the gate?
The one all the way down by the gate, the one that looks like
Okay.
a tent.
Okay. Can I go check out that gazebo over by the river or brook that we are calling it?
Yeah, so by the brook, it's actually a fountain.
Oh, okay.
There's a little, not little, it's like a marble fountain that's sort of sitting on a plinth on the
Yeah.
water bank.
Yeah, I want to go check that out.
Okay, yeah, you wander over. There's a marble fountain sort of rising out of the bank of the stream. There is several sculpted animals around the side that water is sort of flowing out of the mouth of, or was flowing out of the mouth of, because the water here is frozen, not in temperature, but in time.
And is one of the animals on this fountain a deer or a stag?
No.
Okay. I take note of this, and I head back. I head back to the garden to let them know that. So, I looked at the fountain that's over there. Even the water is frozen. Not like frozen like ice, but like frozen, like it stopped moving frozen.
Oh, like frozen in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if that's not all linked to Sibylna.
We've been because we've been told before that she's been frozen.
Like she's
right?
frozen, right?
Yeah.
We're under the
Yeah.
assumption that
Yeah, well, that's where the assumption either that she's frozen or she's trapped inside the frozen thing.
Mhm.
Yes.
Hmm. and
Soraya's
what are-
wandering towards the pond.
Okay.
She can't figure any of this stuff out. This is not her area of expertise. We're gonna go to water.
And what are these raised? They look like the circular enclosures that are just filled with like trees. It looks like.
Those are towers.
Oh, those are towers.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, those are the 2 towers.
So that means those trees are just like
The two
the
towers?
top of the towers.
You can sort of see at the top of the tower like a bit of like trees poking out as if they're like
Okay.
open.
All
on
right.
top.
Okay. So it's not enclosed. Okay.
Yeah, so they're enclosed this way, like
Mhm.
circular walls, but the top is probably open
Oh, okay.
from what you can tell. Sereia, you wander over to the pond.
Yep.
It's a pond. There are willow trees encircling it, sort of just almost like sheltering it a little bit, kind of over on top of the water. Lily pads dot the surface. There are fireflies just like motionlessly kind of hanging in the air over it, and the surface of the water is like it's almost like mirrored. It is so completely still.
She's gonna like sit on the bank of this, bank of this pond and I don't know, touch the water.
Touch the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if she wants to swim in it. I don't trust this place enough. But she can't resist the urge to touch the water.
You reach out and sort of put your hand on the surface of the water, and it's like it's strange because it's not the consistency of water. It's almost like like I don't know, you guys bake or whatever, like a really soft like dough kind of. It's almost like
weird.
it's almost like the consistency of that, because it is like it's completely frozen and like not moving, but it's not cold or anything. You can almost like scoop it a little bit.
Weird.
But so you rest your
There's
hand
something wrong with this water.
on the surface of the pond, and nearby, something breaks the surface. A delicate, sort of thin hand that is made of water breaks through the pool's surface, and it is just solid black, and it looks like it is holding something.
Is it close enough that I can grab what it's holding, or do I have to get in the water to do that?
It's about, I would say it's about like 15 feet out, like, into the pond.
Curiosity's gonna get the better of her. She's gonna slip into the water.
Okay. You slip into the water and you can see where this hand is. It's holding something silver, and underneath the surface, something starts to move. There is this school of like shimmering black fish that all sort of like coalesce is not really the right word, but they all sort of come together, and you can see under the surface, like connecting to this hand, they take on this like vaguely humanoid shape. But it doesn't really move. It just kind of holds whatever this is, like, aloft out of the water.
You will do her best to swim through this water to get over there.
Okay, it's like... It's
Swimming through Jello?
Yeah, it's like Jello or like quicksand. Like, it's very strange sort of feel. It's like if you fill the swimming pool with Jello. You break through... and you see this dark, like shimmering sort of black humanoid shape. And as you get closer, it where its face to be kind of opens its eyes, and you see these like silver eyes. It doesn't move towards you. It just kind of like reaches the hand out a little farther, and you take what it's holding.
Thank you.
It, as you take it, the hand sort of slips back underneath the water, and the fish disperse back into fish, and you find yourself holding a crown made of silver needles.
Ow.
Yeah,
Is
it
this a Saw
doesn't
movie?
you don't
Yeah.
you don't take damage, but it does sort of prick into your hand a little bit, and as you look at it and kind of like move it between two hands so it's not sort of pricking your skin on the wind, you hear a gentle voice, and it just a little higher than a whisper, and I'll give you guys a text of this as well. Says, "The beginning of whenever, and the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finale of every moment, the first of history." I put it in the chat.
I'm gonna swim back towards the shore,
You swim back
making my
towards
way
the
through the
shore.
Jello water.
Crown in hand. It is, if you're not wearing gloves or anything, sort of difficult to hold on to for any length of time. But you have it. It's beautiful, and it's in a weird, needly way.
I will walk it back to my friends, delicately trying to not stab myself with this thing.
Okay. Sereia comes back holding a silver crown made of needles.
Ow.
Where,
Whoa.
wow, where did you find that?
The thing in the pond gave it to me.
Oh,
Huh.
I touched the water, and the hand came out and was holding this, so I got in the water, and I took it. It's
Is-
very stabby.
You the future king of Great Britain now?
I don't
does
know that
this mean
story.
does this mean you're going to usurp law for their reign of the title?
There's an idea.
Is
Now hold on, let's not get hasty.
is there You said there were 5 roses on the base of the statue.
Yeah, there's like a vine sort of
Yeah.
coiled around him, but yes, there are
And-
5
and
roses growing out.
There are
of it.
roses growing out of it.
Mhm.
What is there any rhyme or reason to, or I guess is there any thing that differentiates these roses from one another?
From one another, so each one is a different color. And they are also the only ones sort of growing out of a vine. The rest of the garden is your typical rose bushes.
Mm-hmm. What are the colors?
Black, blue, green, red, and white.
Black, blue, green, red, white.
Hmm.
Do you do you tell us the riddle?
Yeah, I was about to ask if they.
I'm sure she does. But I have wait, where is it?
It's in the.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's in the Discord.
She does.
Yes,
she
it
does. Because I can't remember it.
The beginning of wherever, the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finale of every moment, the first in history.
This may be doing. Is the answer wrath? Because that spells a word.
what makes you
if you
say
take that
that?
literally, the first letter in when after, whenever, the last letter in ever
Oh.
after, this first letter in age.
Yeah.
Riddles aren't my thing. But the one on the gate said something about putting a crown on a lion or a heart. And now we have a crown. And
But-
there's a heart.
But where's the lion at?
I'm gonna set this thing down. Just puts
Set
it
it
on
down.
the ledge.
Just sort of set it down near
Ow.
the satyr.
I would like to investigate the tower that you can walk up to from the
Yeah.
bottom left.
I'm gonna go check that one out too.
Okay. Willoughby and Damian, you wander over to this tower. This one does have stairs making its way up. The base of the tower, so the stairs sort of hug the outer wall. And the door where the base of the tower would be is like about 10 feet up. So you make your way up the stairs to the door. It's just a double stone door. There is a bronze plaque above it that in common just reads envy.
Envy.
Interesting.
We dealing with the 7 deadly sins. So
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm starting to think.
Because if the crown represented wrath, and if this is, I'm guessing, envy or some kind of representative of it, there's probably like 5 other things here. I can't figure out anything by just standing here. Is there like a door that's the door look to be pushable?
Mhm.
Or is it like a port? I'm gonna go to push the door.
Yeah, you push the door open. Much of the interior of the tower is filled with oak trees. And you can see it is open, it doesn't have a roof. So rays of light sort of cut through the canopy, illuminating at the center a marble pedestal that is surrounded by tree roots, and standing on the pedestal, flicking its tail in irritation, is a massive lion made of iron.
We found the lion, Willoughby.
Oh yeah.
And as
Oh
you say
my.
that, it opens its mouth and speaks. You may call us Envy.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, Envy.
hello.
Just sort of stares at
make-
you and flicks his tail.
You may call me Willoughby.
You can call me Damian.
I will call you what I wish. Neil.
Oh, my name's
Oh.
not.
Am I,
Neil.
am I
Oh,
that meal?
And then, yeah, Willoughby Neal.
My name's not Neil.
Oh, all right. And we both.
But yes, I bend the knee to the lion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kneel down. Hey, Willoughby. Like I'm whispering to Willoughby.
Mhm.
Should we ask them about the crown that we found, or because if this is the lion and the other's the heart, we gotta choose which to put that crown on.
Mhm. Do you seek a crown by chance, Envy?
I seek nothing.
Hmm.
If you did get a crown, would you like it?
He kind of looks over the two of you for a second, kind of shakes his head. You found it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does this crown look like?
It's made of a whole bunch of needles.
I see.
Does it take a different form depending on who finds it or something?
The crown has two forms.
Hmm.
If you have the key, then you will be able to unlock the palace.
Is the crown the key to unlock the palace?
He just sort of looks at you.
guessing it is. We were told, though, the crown, we had to either give it to the heart or the lion. What happens if we give the crown to the lion?
Then the lion will show you the way.
And what would happen if we gave it to the heart?
Then the heart will show you the way.
Okay, well, we're gonna go find our other friend, but it's been real cool chatting with you.
Just sort of sits on the pedestal.
Talk to you.
Sorry, go ahead.
Talk to you later. And don't worry, we'll be back because we ain't lying. And he hurries out. Or they can react to it.
Okay, you leave Envy's tower.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I feel like if I had to choose between two different, well, guiding lights, I would choose a heart over envy. Like, I feel like if you follow your heart as opposed to following jealousy, that feels like it's healthier.
That's what I was thinking too, because I'm thinking, yeah, wrath is the key to the palace, but if your heart follows wrath, or does your heart follow envy? I guess it's more of like you said, a heart's desire thing, and like words and metaphors and stuff, but I think we should use the heart.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are particularly wrathful.
No, I don't think so. I mean, unless you got something dark in your heart you want to like unveil now.
Nope.
I don't have anything like that either. I mean, there was that one time.
But one time.
Yeah, there was a one time. I mean, I did something pretty dark, and they said, take free samples, right? And the card, it says limited to one, but I was just really hungry, and those tiny little sausages were delicious, so I grabbed two. They didn't know that I saw it. That
Willoughby
they saw me taking
Willoughby embraces Damian.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I was really hungry, and I was already too far away from the supermarket to say anything. And
Law started to approach this conversation, sees this, and then like immediately pivots to go look at something else.
It's okay, Damian.
Sereia's like
We all
walking
make
around
mistakes
holding
in the
this
heat of
crown
passion.
needles.
Do you want Dutch to hold that to not get stabbed?
Yeah, probably.
Put the crown on Dutch.
Sure.
Does it transform on Dutch?
No, it does
The
not.
Frog Prince. Oh, okay.
Damn.
Still made of silver needles.
I see that there is like a this may be just like a completely inconsequential detail on this map, but there's like a stump with an axe in it.
There sure is.
Can I go check that out?
You sure can.
Yay.
Law, you wander
coming with.
over. Sereia in tow. Near a bend in the stream, there is a gleaming great axe embedded in a withered tree stem.
Now, looks fast, right? My brain is telling me to pull this out of the stump.
Of course your brain's telling you to pull it out of the stump.
I should do that, right?
Sure.
All right, cool. I
That
don't
makes
need
you
any-
happy.
I don't need any other encouragement. I do that.
What's your strength score?
Not good. I can make it better, but it's a 10.
You grab the handle of the axe, both hands, and pull. Doesn't budge.
Ah, damn it. Okay, hold on. Oh no, I don't have those anymore.
Willoughby wanders up to the stump.
Hey, Willoughby.
Looks like Law's stumped. Huh?
Soraya's just like sitting there watching. It's like,
I don't know whether to laugh at that or say "fuck you, Willoughby."
I wish it was the former, but I'll understand if it's the latter.
Boy, this thing's really stuck in here. Willoughby, do you want to give it a yank?
Oh yeah, I could give it the old college try. Hey, remember when we were college students?
I remember that.
it feels like so long ago.
Yep.
Remember we had finals?
How strong's Willoughby?
19.
Willoughby, grab the great axe both handles and pull, and it releases from the stump. Your strength score has to be 18 or higher.
It just falls over.
You pull this gleaming great axe out of the stump.
Whoa.
Willoughby, this means you're like either you are a chosen hero or you're the king of something.
The king of lumberjacks.
Ah. No trees will survive my wrath.
Magic, give me magic.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
I'm going to eat it.
I'd like to think that I hand it to Law and Law falls over.
Law, it's
It's
really
not that
heavy.
it was embedded in there, it's
It's
that
just a
it's
really
really
heavy
heavy.
It is extremely heavy.
Oh, fuck me. This is a heavy axe. Okay. All right. Luckily, I just need to be touching it, not carrying it. I will identify the
You
axe.
identify it. This is a woodcutter's axe.
I
It
love
is-
those.
Fitting.
It is a +1 great axe. +1 to attack and damage rolls with this weapon. When you use this axe to make an attack against a plant, either an ordinary plant or a creature with the capital P plant type, or a wooden object that isn't being worn or carried, the attack deals an extra 2d6 slashing damage.
Really fuck up some trees with that.
Plants or plant
You
creatures
will
or
not.
anything made of wood. You get extra damage, and it is a +1 bonus to everything else.
Only if they attack us first. Only in
You'd have to be able to
self-defense.
lift it.
This changes my whole pantheon that I've pretty much been headcanonizing in my head, because we already have Law is already the ruler of the carnival, and we have this Sereia as a straight up goddess, but now Willoughby is like the king of the lumberjacks who opposes the goddess Sereia. I mean, this is going to be a straight up epic legacy that I don't know if I can just pen in one day.
Willoughby
the
nervously
fracture in
looks
our
at
group.
Soraya.
I would never.
Me neither, Willoughby. I think it's just for the comic.
Oh, okay.
I am loving looking at. Okay, Dom is just like staring at us. Like it was like making perfect, like half face eye contact with the camera. It was the most intimidating thing I'd ever seen.
Prolonged
Hi,
eye
Domino.
contact.
Prolonged eye contact.
Hi.
Do you want to play?
She's peeking.
I'm
Domino can be envy.
peeking.
I'm peeking.
I'm looking
that's so
away.
funny.
I'm
Hi.
looking at you.
Headbutts. Thank you.
Damien does fill them in about the lion they found.
Oh,
So we found inside that tower over there is this lion that's called Envy, and they know that we have the crown, and they're pretty much aware that that crown is the key to get in the castle. But they told us that depending on what we put the crown on will lead us through the castle. It's either if Envy leads you through the castle or your heart's desire leads you through the castle.
Well, also, didn't they say there were 2 crowns?
They said that, yeah.
So he
the
said-
crown, like,
So you guys are extrapolating a lot. He said if you give Envy the crown, then if you give the lion the lion will lead you through the castle.
Yeah.
If you give the heart will lead you through the castle, and that the crown has 2 forms.
so there is a second.
So
form
that
to
was
the
in
crown.
that one tower. Did anybody go in that other tower?
I was just thinking that we should go check out that one.
Because, okay, riddles aren't my thing, but you said you just met Envy. And Law said that wrath was the answer to the thing that I heard when I picked up the crown. So maybe there's wrath somewhere around here.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
Maybe
that
this
makes
is not
sense.
my
Yeah,
thing.
no,
Maybe there's a
does.
second crown that belongs with Envy. This belongs to someone else.
Or maybe it's that this crown
Or
is
maybe
just
you
the
just have
form
to
of,
choose.
or the crown is the form of wrath.
Or I could be
Yeah.
totally wrong with the puzzle. It could be a coincidence that those letters spelled out the wrath.
Well, let's check out the second tower and
Yeah.
maybe we'll be right. Otherwise, we'll just keep looking.
Love hearing the conclusions you guys come to. It's very fun
How,
for me.
How are we gonna get in that tower?
Carpet.
That's right. We have carpet again.
You
Is
do.
that an open walkway? I guess I should ask. Is that an open walkway or is there like a passageway there?
No, yeah, there is a like a I don't know what it's called, a rampart.
Sure.
There's an open walkway up there leading from the palace to this other tower.
Also, I would have before we come down. Are the door that other set of doors on the left side of that where like the main doors that lead into the palace are?
Mm-hmm.
There's a set of double doors on, or I think I'm seeing a set of double doors on the far left. Were
Yes.
those closed and locked too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they made of wood?
No, they are not made of wood.
I tried.
I assumed it was like kind of the same situation, like smooth stone doors.
They are just sort of regular stone doors, though they don't have anything above them, like the center
Okay.
doors do.
I say we fly up to the tower and check it out.
What's the worst that happens? We make more friends?
Yeah.
Sure, that's the worst that happens.
That's the best case scenario.
Okay. Everybody hops on the carpet. Yes.
Yes.
Everybody hops on the
Indeed.
carpet. You fly across the garden to the eastern side, to the other tower. You fly up over it. The top is open. Again, you can see trees and plants sort of popping out of the top. This tower, where the other one was filled with oak trees, this one is filled with hawthorns. But at the heart, at the center of the thicket, as you come over the top, you see a large iron heart standing on a marble pedestal, sort of pawing at the ground impatiently. And again, a heart is just a word for a male deer. So
It's bad.
big antlers.
It's really
stag.
hard to not imagine like an anatomical, like human
I-
heart.
Yeah.
The
With
first thing
legs.
that popped in my head was just a heart, but they have little cat paws and cat feet, and they're just pawing away at the floor. Is what my brain went.
But yes, it is a stag, essentially, sort of pawing at the ground. And then strewn across the pedestal are several, like a dozen empty baskets. It looks up as it sees you come down. Just eyes you impatiently.
Hello.
We are Wrath.
The Order Wrath. Hi, we've been looking for you.
Neil.
No, I'm
Kneels
Law.
down.
Oh, all right.
Sereia curtsies and kneels.
Even though I'm a monarch, I shouldn't have to kneel in front of it, but it's fine.
Shut
It,
slow down.
Sort of paws at the ground again, more angry than impatient as you
knew-
say that.
Is this yours?
Motions to the crown.
You found the key.
Yes.
Yes.
Just sort of looks at you.
Boy, no one gives anything away in this place.
Sorry, I was gonna take the crown off of Dutch and walk it over to the stag. I'm so scared right now. I'm getting gored by a stag. And holds it up to them.
You hold it up. The stag sort of eyes you for a second, and then lowers its head to your level.
Places it on their head.
Okay. You place the silver crown on to Wrath's head. There's kind of a shimmering around it, and it transforms very quickly from silver needles into golden roses. Lifts its head up again. Then I will show you the way.
Backs away slowly.
Thank you.
Stands for a second, kind of looks up towards the sky, and then looks back down at you. The doors are open.
Oh,
Cool.
Lovely.
Thank you.
thank you.
Nice to meet you.
It slides back onto the carpet.
There is a
down.
door leading out of this tower as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Heads for the door.
Still watching the stag.
Just watch as you go.
Seems too easy, but I'm not gonna argue.
It.
I really went all in on Wrath being the answer to that.
You
Yeah,
did.
really.
I mean, it's too much of a coincidence.
Wrath, watch as you go. Damian, you open the doors to this tower. They lead out onto this walkway that then leads over to another set of doors that is in the front facade of the palace. And these doors, much like the other ones, have a bronze plaque above them that just reads Wrath.
Do we want to go in this door or fly down and go in the front door?
I think we go into the
there's-
front door, get
yeah.
the full experience.
The full experience.
There might be a tour guide down there.
An
They're
information
probably
kiosk.
frozen. But maybe
Yes.
there's a front desk.
Maybe there's an information kiosk.
Well, if they're frozen, then I'll let it go. Okay.
But if there's
Hop
an
on the
information
carpet and
kiosk,
fly
I
down
want
to
to
the
grab a
front door.
brochure.
You guys hop onto the carpet again, fly over the edge, and down towards the main doors of the palace. With again this stag set into the crown. You're at the front doors,
I push them open.
and they open.
Or pull.
You push them,
Push or pull.
and
Push one door, pull the other.
they open. You solved my puzzle.
We did it.
Oh my god.
That's not
Oh no, not a music change.
Oh no.
I'm scared.
Oh no.
We'll see. We'll get there. Yeah, you push the doors open, and you walk into a long hallway.
Satisfying.
The
Second
walls of this hallway are illustrated with painted panels depicting a starry sky. So it's all these panels of painting that show, like if you were looking through a set of windows out into like a clear, moonless night. And there are 4 doors total in this hall. 2 on the wall in front of you, 1 all the way down at the right-hand side, 1 all the way down at the left-hand side.
Before we go in, I had cast previously telepathic bond on everyone in the group.
Yes.
I think I'll re-up that if we can do a little ritual cast before we go in.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because it lasts for an hour, so I want it to last as get as much out of that as possible in case we get split up.
Okay, you cast telepathic bond on everyone. You all now have a telepathic bond. Again.
Oh, good. I'm not alone in here anymore.
So yeah, you're in this long hallway that stretches out to your right and your left. Two doors, two sets of double doors set in evenly spaced in front of you. One all the way down this way, one all the way down this way, left and right. So many ways you can go.
We could check out the one on the far right. That little one on this side.
Sereia was spinning and like with a finger out. And then here's Damian make a decision. So she stops.
I head over to the one on the far right from when we first enter.
You head down. Frickin' tokens. You head down to your right. You open that set of doors, and you see essentially a tower. You find yourselves in. It is a circular chamber. The walls are decorated with these sculpted reliefs of what look to be humans and demons, partaking in some kind of sort of grotesque revelry. And in the center, there is a spiral staircase with a golden handrail going up.
Sereia goes, hold on, and runs back down the hallway to fling over open the other doors.
You fling open the other doors, and as luck would have it, it's basically an identical tower. Again, with reliefs on the walls, humans and demons in this this revelry, this partying and all kinds of stuff. With a spiral staircase heading up.
Damian pokes
She
his head out the door.
calls back down the hallway.
It's the same in here.
I was about to ask if it was the same thing.
That's why she bolted out of nowhere to go look.
I love symmetry. Do we want to clear this floor before we move up?
Yeah, because the only things
We've
in
got a way
here
to
are
go up now.
yeah, because the only things in here are stairs and some risque pictures.
Looks like a fun party.
Yeah, when you're saying revelry, are we watching like a demon human orgy on the walls?
Some of
or
it,
are
yeah.
they like partying? Okay, cool.
So I was just staring at it for a minute, like,
It's a grotesque revelry, so whatever that means to you.
Okay, so not a fun orgy.
No, I mean it could be.
Could be fun. Just they're doing
I
some
think
crazy shit.
I think that's your opinion.
Yeah. Let's not yuck someone's yay.
Yeah, you guys stand in a
Sarah's
tower.
like laser focused on a part of the thing, like, huh?
Soraya, wake up.
What? Sorry. I mean, look.
I see it. Please, let's move on. I'm very uncomfortable in this room now.
Oh my god, good to know, I guess.
Yeah. So at the ends of the hall, you've got spiral staircases going up.
Yeah, should we just check out the set of doors on the right going?
Yeah.
Ones that we're near.
Not a very grand entrance.
You open a third set of doors. One of the ones that is set into the wall that was in front of you when you came in, and you find yourselves on a balcony. What?
God, these bitches love their balconies.
They really do.
What is happening?
Oh,
Something's gone
Oh.
terribly wrong. But you guys can see this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So you look out onto the balcony. Below you is a roiling storm. It is thunderclouds and lightning. You cannot see a floor beneath you in this large room, but in front of you, you do see several other towers in this sort of massive room. Underneath you is a storm cloud. In the center is a massive tower with several smaller towers attached.
Does it look familiar to the stuff we saw at the Motherhorn?
What do you mean?
Like the gigantic lightning rod towers that they had? Does it look like familiar to this?
No, they're just towers.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see out.
I guess we need to go up, huh?
Looks like it.
Leans over the balcony. Probably a little too far to make everybody comfortable.
Grab Sereia by the collar, make sure they don't fall. Nope.
She does this all the time. It's fine.
Okay, left or right staircase.
Well, let's take the right one.
Okay, right from where we are right now.
She's like turned back around to her
Yeah,
left. From where
all
I'm
right, or
now.
stage
I-
right.
Stage right.
You lead, we'll follow.
Okay, it's to the right staircase tower.
Okay. You head to the right tower, the original tower that you opened, and you head up the spiral staircase. Now, here's where it's gonna get complicated.
Wait, are we doing up the spiral staircase or up the straight staircase that was?
The spiral staircase.
So yeah, you guys
Oh,
can't get
okay.
to that other staircase from where you are.
I see.
Yeah, you can see it across the storm, but
Can we not fly there on the carpet?
I mean, you can certainly try if you want to.
As somebody that flew through lightning, I don't recommend it.
Is the lightning like coming up, or is it just like below, like a pool of lightning?
I mean,
If
it's
we're
not. It would
lightning
not be
adjacent-
safe to fly.
Hmm.
Out
If we're
into a
lightning
giant storm.
adjacent, I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good idea at all.
Okay, so those,
Can you get to those? Hold on. I gotta reread the map.
yeah, because it looks like there are staircases coming
This map
out of the bottom
looks.
towers.
It does look like it. I might be on the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me get to it. Here's the thing. There's lots of stairs.
There's also like a million rooms.
What
so
in the
it's-
MC Escher hell is this?
These go again. I knew this was gonna be confusing, and yet, where are we? 14. Elevated staircase. Okay, yeah. No, you guys are seeing it right. I'm incorrect. There is there is another set of stairs going around and out towards the center, and those also go up. So there's a spiral staircases in the center,
Yeah.
and then there's an
And that
opening,
goes
and then
up.
there's another set of staircases going out and up.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, this
Okay.
place is so fucking
Huge.
confusing.
It's huge.
Do we
Yeah.
want
Well,
diagonal or do we want spiral?
Yeah, I think-
that's
No, you
the
guys are right.
question.
I have the sensation that we stay on the same map if we go over the diagonal one, so let's do that one.
Yes. Let's save ourselves the headache.
Okay.
Let's
These
go across.
Yeah.
Not spiral.
48.
Straight, not spiral.
48.
Weird. Growing up Catholic told me the same thing,
And here we all are.
and
And
here
yet-
I am.
Yep.
Here we are.
I gotta go here. The problem is that this place is very confusing.
Very large.
It's large.
It's so confusing. There's just a lot of stairs that go everywhere. Goes to
Scrap the map, roll a die, and tell us which room we're going to.
down to 14. 14A goes to 48G. Okay. I'm not joking.
Ben's
That's
playing their own game.
not
right
something
now.
I made up. Yeah, no, you guys are right. So, yes, there is a straight staircase that goes to
This way.
another tower.
More towers.
All the towers.
Okay. I think that's the correct one. Two. They're not all labeled. That's the
Oh no.
problem.
Oh no.
Okay, no. I was correct. Not this one. They go up. You get on the stairs. And you head up. Can you guys now see the new map we're on?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a little frogman.
Whee!
Yeah.
You head up these stairs and into a circular room that would be a little bit farther out over the storm. In this tower, you see sitting in the center of the room a black pedestal made of some kind of stone with an enameled white coffer sitting atop it.
Look
I
around
want
the
to
room.
touch it,
Yeah, I want to touch it too.
but I'm
I
not
wanna
gonna
touch
yet.
it too.
I'm gonna touch
Willoughby,
it. I'm gonna touch it.
Now,
Should we touch
Damian,
it?
remember the last time you touched something?
we got
The only thing that
the-
happened last time I touched something, we ended up on this fantastic mystical adventure. So
What?
I think
do
my touching has been 1 for 1.
Do I have detect magic? I think I took it off.
I think I'd have to touch it to identify it. Damn you, identify.
No, I don't have detect. I only brought dispel.
I still have my wand of secrets.
Oh yeah.
Let's just see if there are any traps in here.
Any traps?
Wand of secrets. If a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, it pulses and points to the one nearest to you.
Okay. Yeah, you use the wand of secrets. There's no traps.
All right, go for it.
Okay, Damian goes up and touches it.
You touch the coffer.
Yeah.
It's made of stone.
We're
It's
so suspicious.
safe.
We're so suspicious.
It's safe. I'm guessing. I pick it up.
It's very heavy.
Oh, okay.
You want to open that?
Yeah, I want to open it.
You open it. Sitting inside is a single, like plum-sized, translucent white crystal.
Pluck it up and I hold it up.
It's warm to the touch.
Does it like feel soft like a plum though, or like?
No, it's crystal.
Okay.
Is it
Just-
fruit?
It's
Can
not
I
fruit.
eat it?
Bite it.
That was just a measurement device. It is crystal.
And it's a
The
crystal
crystal
feels,
shaped like a plum.
but it feels really warm. Are crystals supposed to be warm?
Yeah, they're infused with energy.
Well, then this is probably infused with something. I hold it out towards Law.
Oh, okay, I'll identify it.
You cast identify.
Identify.
You identify this crystal. It has sort of two, not purposes, but you essentially what you get from it is there is a spell embedded in it. Would be the equivalent of a conjure fey spell. But you also get the impression that this jewel has a purpose that is beyond that. It is sort of like it's not really a spell. It's not really a magic that you're super familiar with. It is almost like it's like a crystallized, like a physical manifestation of a specific desire. The energy from this one, it kind of radiates to you kindness.
Huh. I'll relay that to the others.
You think-
So, seems like we could summon the Fae with this thing,
Pocket it. We'll come back to
Um,
that later.
Yeah.
but it's also just a really nice crystal.
Like nice as in it's pretty, or nice as in
No, like it's nice. It's
it is really nice looking.
yeah, it's a very
Ah,
it's a kind crystal.
a crystal friend.
Damian holds up the crystal. Well, you are officially friend shaped, and you're going in my pocket, and puts the crystal in his pocket.
Okay.
Well, there's no other doors out of here. Let's go back and keep looting.
Go back down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I assume there wasn't like if I looked up, there's not like a secret hatch above us. Or
There is
something.
not. There's no doors. There's
cool.
no windows.
I'm looking up in every room we go into.
You
Just because of how we ended up here.
head back down the stairs and back into the tower with the spiral staircase.
On the outside of the gate, there's that door that was on the far left. Did that one also open up?
What do you mean the gate?
On the main floor, like the gate that we walked into, the main gate to walk into the
Oh,
palace.
the main doors. Yeah.
Yeah, like on the far left, did those doors also open up?
We haven't checked.
You haven't checked.
Okay.
Let's go up the other stairs
Mhm.
and see if that's also a dead end. And if it is, then we'll go back outside and try some of the other doors.
Yeah.
Out there.
Okay.
Mm.
You head back down the hallway towards the identical tower on the other side, and up the stairs that lead out into one of the towers that is in the midst of this storm. And as luck would have it,
It's a good thing we're all in such good shape. It's a lot of
So-
stairs.
So many stairs.
A lot of cardio.
so many stairs, so little time. You find yourselves in a almost identical tower. Which letter is attached to this one? Here we go. So you head up this straight staircase into another chamber. This one is empty, I believe. Yeah, this one is empty. Nothing sitting inside like the other one, except for another set of stairs that leads off to the left and up.
I will head up those stairs.
I will follow.
You head upstairs into another one of these circular towers that you saw from the balconies.
Boy, they really love towers here.
In
Maybe that was their
this
heart's desire.
tower, maybe.
What are the buttress situations here, though?
Eh.
In this tower, there is another pedestal in the center of the room made of vines that are sort of moving a bit and sort of curling around another coffer, another enameled coffer sitting atop it, this one jet black.
And the vines are moving.
Question. The previous coffer, was it also jet black?
It was white. The
was white.
pedestal was
Okay.
black.
Okay.
I have a feeling we're gonna find blue, green, and red coffers in the near future.
Hmm. Well, Willoughby, you wanna have the axe at the ready and just in case these vines get
Yeah.
frisky.
Yeah, I guess I'll stand by with the axe. I will ready an action to chop if it hurt my friend.
Okay.
So, but we'll send Crazy Plant Lady to go touch the coffer with the vines.
Willoughby
Ready to
looks
cast Wither and Bloom.
apologetically at Sereia as he readies the axe.
We got Wither and Bloom. She'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
So Sereia goes and tries to pull the lid off the coffer.
Okay, yeah. You push the lid back. It opens. And much like the other one, there is a single, like plum-sized or like fist-sized jewel sitting inside. This one made of lustrous black crystal.
She pulls it out as
Okay,
I write a note.
you have another crystal.
And I didn't get attacked.
Nope.
She says thank you to the vines.
Willoughby
She pulls the
breathes a
crystal
sigh
out.
of relief as he lowers the axe, wary not to hurt the
Hands it
plants.
to La.
Identify.
Are you using spell slots on these?
I
Or are you standing around ritually casting?
I mean, we're not in any sort of rush, are we?
I just wanna
could
know
ritually
either way.
cast these. I was planning on ritually casting to save
Okay,
spells.
I just want to know how long it's taking you
Yeah.
to do this.
Every time, like, we're just like sitting there, like twiddling our thumbs for 10 minutes. Every
Sitting.
time Lost stares intently at a gem, and then it's like, yep, this one's good.
Sorai's just like starfished on the floor, staring up at the ceiling.
Yeah, so Law, you identify this jewel again, as the other one was white, this one is black. The same Conjure Fey spell is attached to it, and another desire attached to it as well. This one, more of a desire for knowledge. Specifically a knowledge of I'm trying to think of how specific you can get with this. It's more a desire to know what others are doing or plotting.
Okay, I'm thinking of theories now.
This is a nosy gem.
Damian, you want to hear my theory?
What's your theory?
Okay, there's gonna be 5 of these things. They're all gonna coincide with the roses outside, and they're gonna be the key to unlocking the prison that Zybilna is stuck in. What's your theory?
My theory is that there's only 3 of the gems, and each of the gem represents one of the sisters and a trait they all had. Like this one that we just got was from Mo, like Slackjaw, because you know she likes plants, and there was plants here, right? So I'm thinking maybe because also she likes to write things down and everything. So maybe that's her love of wisdom. But then it makes me wonder which of these 3 sisters had kindness. They were all
4. There's 4 gems.
Oh right,
Because there's a 4th sister,
that's right.
and she was chill.
Yeah, maybe that's the one. Because you know, like all these hags are kind of, you know, bitches, and you know, so they couldn't. None of them could really have kindness.
Will it be high fives, Damian?
But
Sarai's
We are
still laying on
so
the floor,
smart.
staring up at the ceiling.
She's like, didn't we talk about 7 deadly sins earlier?
yeah, we did. Did you
What if
think-
there's 7?
Which sin is kindness, though? Oh,
I don't know.
lust.
I don't know. That's a stretch.
Hey, wait. Hey, La, can't
Yeah.
don't you have a spell that can find stuff?
Yeah, but we need to know what the object is.
I do not.
'Cause
I have locate object.
do
Yeah,
you think
but
you could like not, you know, to specific gem, but just like a gem looking like this?
Yeah, I need to have seen it
well, we're not
technically.
before we start, like, you know, using our magic, because I'm sure that there's going to be some shit that we're going to want that for. We still have other places to check out, right?
Sarai
So-
sits up.
I'm down
Wait
to
till-
wander.
Let's wait until we hit a dead end before we start, you know.
Yeah, I think Damien was just kind of
Blowing our
taking
spells.
stock of what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because
that's
we have
not
2
a
of
bad
these.
idea if we're wondering if there are more of them and we've gone through as much of this as we can. But I think
Don't
you're
worry.
right. Though. I mean-
Locate object is typically my snap spell, where it's like, I lost something. Whoopsie doodles.
Well,
I-
maybe we could try to find the others. If there's like 3 of them, if we come up across 3 of them, maybe then we should consider that there's definitely going to be
Mhm.
more we have to collect.
Potentially.
Also, I wonder if like the
Who's in
Fae
charge
that-
of holding all of these?
I got one of them.
Do we want one person to hold all of them?
Yes.
All right.
I'll lose them. Not it.
I'll hand
I'll
this one
take
over
it.
to Damian.
Okay.
I'll take it.
It just doesn't want the
Keeper of the
responsibility.
gems.
Damien,
Oh,
you
with
take
these
the
and
black
the
gem, put
awesome
it in your
ones?
pocket with the other one.
There's also a possibility that we may need to use the gems and conjure whatever Fae are connected to them to
Yeah.
get some answers here. But
Maybe they're
Alright.
all pieces of Zybilna's desires.
that could be it too. She's been fractured into, separated into many gems.
Wow. Let's find more.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
sounds painful.
Do you want to check out one of the spiral staircases or go around to the other doors?
There was that door on the outside that was in the far corner we could check.
I'm down either
Just
way.
to peek open the outside doors.
Yeah.
Do we want to go in here?
There are
No?
there are actually two
Spiral
sets of doors
staircases.
on the outside that
There are, yes.
we haven't gone through.
Yeah, there
There's
are.
just the ones up on the walkway that led to Rav,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
there's the ones. The
Yeah,
bottom
there's
left.
so when you're looking at the front of the palace, there's the main doors that you went in, and then on your left, all the way over, there's another set of doors, and then on your right, up on that elevated walkway, there's another one.
I just want to go over to the doors on the left and open it and kind of peek in.
Okay, so you guys head back out of the palace.
Yeah.
So you go down the stairs, and then out into the hallway, and then back out the front doors.
Have the people have the
Again.
people waiting in the tent noticed that we just walked in?
They're far enough
hope
away that I
not.
don't think so. They're pretty far
Thank
from
God.
you. Yeah.
I don't want them involved in this treasure
Yeah, I
hunt.
know.
Mhm.
I don't think they can see that far through the garden. So you guys come out the front doors of the palace, back onto the big stone slab out here, and over to the left, where there is another set of doors.
We're doing this in the absolute wrong order that we should be, I'm sure.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. There's not a fucking right way to do this
Okay,
map.
good.
Oh, okay,
This
good.
map is the ravings of a madman.
No.
So
Hooray.
yeah, you guys, where's the freaking load? Now I'm looking at two maps is the problem.
I felt this way the
feel
first
so
time.
bad we're making you pop back
Yeah.
and forth too bad.
No, it's
The
great,
fir-
it's great.
It's like the first time I ever ran Strahd's Castle.
Oh,
and-
this is
Oh.
worse.
because
This is
it's like
worse.
like some of the map is isometric and some of the map is top down, and
I-
trying to figure out.
Can I tell you guys this? My spatial awareness is not great. I wish some of this map was isometric.
Mm.
And I hate that shit. Okay, you pop open these doors, which
Yeah.
are open to you, and you find yourselves inside another chamber.
So satisfying.
What is
The
that?
Monarch Mobile.
New toy.
So, number.
Because I lost my ornithopter that I wanted so badly.
I mean, this time it really is a Monarch mobile. The Monarch or the Witchlight Carnival mobile.
Okay.
Did we
You don't
just
need
find the
any more
garage?
toys.
Well, here's
Yes,
the
that was more toy.
Did we find their boxes that says Christmas decorations?
The doors swing open. You open these other doors from the front porch, essentially. The doors swing open to reveal a crystal carriage hitched to a pair of glass statues, each shaped like a Pegasus. And attached to the roof of the carriage, there are these large folded, silk butterfly wings. That's pretty much all that is in this room, except for a set of doors across from you, heading farther into the palace, and then a set of doors off to your right-hand side, which, if you have any spatial awareness, you can kind of tell that's where
Probably
that's where the
yeah,
big storm
probably
room
balcony.
was. That's where the
Yeah.
big storm room was.
We pop those doors open just to clear the
Yeah.
map, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not clear.
you pop those doors
need-
open.
I
There's
need to clear the fog of war.
I
There is
need
another
my platinum
balcony
achievement.
looking out over this this room that contains a giant storm. And you guys can kind of see as you're standing on the balcony off to your left, there is another one. Sort of hanging out over there, and then you can kind of see down this way. Clear some of that out for you. So yeah, again, you're looking out into this large central room where there are a bunch of towers over a giant storm, essentially, that you can't see the bottom of.
Charlie leans over the side again.
Are we sure we can't see the bottom
Grabs
of
her
this?
collar and pulls her back.
Cannot see the bottom. So yeah, you're in the carriage house, which is fancy
I-
for garage.
Can I investigate the carriage to see if there's they left anything inside, like a
Yeah.
diary?
Yeah, you head over to the carriage.
A note explaining everything that's
The-
happening.
So it's
Their wallet.
completely it and the Pegasi that are hitched to it are completely made of crystal. The carriage is sealed shut You can see the doors, but there are no hinges. There are no handles. There are no keyholes. It's completely opaque except for a window set in each door on either side. But you can look in the
It's a Tesla.
window. It's a Tesla carriage. And you can see resting on the seat inside the carriage is a large ornate glass key.
Should I get the key?
You said the doors are shut.
I can just like Misty step in there.
I don't love that idea.
Does anyone have a better idea?
I don't have any
Try
other
the
better-
door?
Oh wait, I think I prepared knock. Hold on.
Wait, did we
Uh,
try the door?
Yeah, did we try the
Well,
door yet?
so we
Yeah.
it like I pushed the door to see if it pops open. Is this like
Does not.
okay?
It's sealed shut. No handle, no hinge, no keyhole.
Okay.
Not the Tesla. I can never figure out how to get inside those things or out.
Fucking what are those doors
have-
that lift instead of
Oh,
opening
the
out?
the
gold wings.
DeLorean.
I have it.
Wings, yeah.
I did prepare knock, so I could try that first.
Try that before you go inside of this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Because there's
If
no
we're-
keyhole or anything like to try to pick it, so there's no other way.
I'm just reading the spell here to see if it says object can be a door, box, chest, set of manacles, padlock, or any object that contains a mundane or magical means to prevent access. That show up in mundane law. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
cast-
as the witch-like monarch, maybe you just have a right to go into this thing.
open. I
You
command
don't
you.
cast anything. You say open.
I just say open.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot.
I try. Okay, I will cast knock on it.
You cast knock on the carriage, and the door opens.
Fuck yeah! I'm so glad I prepared that spell.
The carriage is now open.
I found my keys, y'all.
Your keys?
My keys.
Oh.
You
Well,
take the glass key off the seat.
Drops it, shatters.
Now, this isn't. Is this the key to this? Did she lock her keys inside the carriage? Do this? Does the key match? Is there an ignition in here?
Nope.
Damn.
I'm gonna head over to the door in the top corner.
Yeah.
And put my ear against it before I push it open.
Touch the door in case there's fire on the other side.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, that's the door, just in case.
Okay. You head over to the door.
Yeah.
Put your ear up to it. You don't hear anything on the other side.
Yeah, push it open if I can.
You push the door open to reveal a
Honda Accord.
hallway.
Cut to.
You push the door open to reveal a hallway. Running the length of this room is a rug woven with images of thorny white roses. Each of the doors, so the door to the north across from you and the door that you just came in, right next to them has an alabaster pedestal standing just inside the room. Atop each pedestal, so the one right next to you and the one at the other end of the hall, is an alabaster vase that holds several long-stemmed white roses. And in common, carved into the vase next to you, are the words, "Take one."
Ah.
Thank you. Takes one.
You take one. And you have a long-stemmed white rose.
Put it in my little lapel. Look at me, I'm so fancy.
Is there an
looking very
alabaster
smart.
balasod in here too?
No.
I remember the one shot you ran. And was that the word that what it was?
It was
that-
something like that.
It was something like
The
that.
Alabaster
We-
Balasad.
Yeah.
I have to look it
I
up.
was so fascinated by that combination of words. Sorry, it just popped in my head.
No, yeah. No,
Um,
there is not. It's just a hallway. There are several sets of doors, though. There's the doors that you just came in. There are doors on the opposite side with a pedestal and a vase of roses sitting next to it. There's a set of doors to your left, and there's another set of doors to your right, which you can only assume leads to that other balcony that you saw.
Kick open the doors to the left.
Yeah.
Kick.
Kick open the doors to the left. That's
Now hang on.
Now, hold on a
So,
second.
We're
Who
getting bold.
who has walked into the hallway?
I mean, I already have, yeah, because I took a thing.
Okay, Law,
You're
you
just
go.
wandering after everyone.
You go to head over to the doors on your left, and the rug underneath your feet moves. It slips out from under your feet and then very quickly wraps itself around your ankles and starts to creep up to try to smother you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Were we all supposed to take one?
So,
I'm
Has anyone else
Only-
stepped into the hall onto the rug?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have.
Willoughby, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the rug tries to
Yeah.
grab you.
I'm only
Plus
kind of
four.
into this.
+4. Plus
I was
4.
last in the room. So I'm probably watching this in the doorway.
15.
Okay.
Do I get the +4?
Yeah.
Close
Yeah.
enough. 10.
Okay. Willoughby, you you are able to slip out of the rug's grasp. Law, you are not, and as the rug sort of constricts around you, you can take 7 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as it continues to wrap up and up and up, approaching your neck.
And I.
Can I do a stunning strike on the
Help.
rug?
You can try.
Yeah, I want to do a stunning strike on the rug. Can I do that?
Yeah, make an attack. roll.
Punch the rug.
Yeah, stunning strike on the rug. Because why not?
That's
Roll
a
an attack.
sentence.
Okay, unarmed strike. Oh boy. That's a crit. Oh wow. Hello
Yeah.
there.
Holy
Chair.
That'll hit.
shit.
Yeah, so
That rug
so-
didn't stand a goddamn chance.
Nope.
Yeah.
Fuck that rug.
So stunning strike, it needs to just make a save. A stunning strike, where'd you go? You have to make a DC 17 con save.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna fail. So Damian, as the rug is grabbing onto Law, you reach out and hit it. It's a rug. You don't really know. It doesn't have anatomy. But yeah, it for the moment kind of stops moving.
Can I try to pull Law out while it's stunned?
Yeah. Make me an athletics check with advantage because it's stunned.
Wait.
Ooh, I'll take that one. 19.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. So Law will be sort of grab onto you and yank, and you both go sort of tumbling back as the rug lets go of you and lays back down onto the ground.
Willoughby hops up and takes a rose and says, Law, take a rose.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was about to pass out roses.
Okay, yeah, Sereia hands the two of you a rose and takes one for herself, and the rug settles back down onto the ground.
I honestly thought it was like one per party.
I
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
seems
want to be
rude for us to take
greedy, you know?
mean, why didn't they put this in like the main area? Because this is definitely information kiosk level stuff.
It says take one.
It meant it very literally.
It did, yeah.
We
All
don't
right.
take one, it takes one of us.
Now, I never thought the rugs would betray me.
Well,
Yours
you already,
won't.
you already were betrayed by a chair, remember?
Oh, damn it.
You gotta watch the
really
furniture.
has furniture really has it out for me in this adventure.
No, you gotta watch the furniture.
This is why Law doesn't keep any furniture in there.
It's dangerous.
This is
Hammock
why Law.
only.
This is why Law does not believe in stepladders.
I only trust hammocks.
It's dangerous.
Law believes that there is more deaths in a home with a stepladder than a handgun.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You all have a
Back
choice
to the
now.
doors.
Maybe
Yeah.
we try this door again.
I try the door again.
You try the doors again. This set of double doors, much like the doors leading into the palace, no handles, no locks, just seam down the center. They are shut and locked tightly. And above the door, you see another one of these. There's decorative pieces on the crown of the door, but instead of a deer, this one has a lion.
Oh.
And as we all figure out suddenly what is happening in the Palace of Heart's Desire and how the doors work, let's go ahead and take our break.
This is a real Legend of Zelda shit.
Yeah.
This is some
really.
Legend of Zelda bullshit.
Yeah, this is some like, hey, I have
All
a
right, so-
honeycomb. You got to go all the way up halfway across the island.
Now we got to
get
go
this
back and
thing.
we got to trade the crown, and then it will unlock this
Hey,
door.
Wrath, I'm gonna need that back.
Yeah, but we don't want to do that until we get through all the stag doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we do, because we have to clear out everything there and
Mhm.
then go back, trade the crowns, come back. All right,
Yeah.
got it,
Yeah.
got it.
Well done, everyone. We're going to go ahead and take our break. We will be back in just a quick few minutes to continue what is very much a Legend of Zelda style dungeon. So stick around, and we will see you very soon. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us. During our break, we are refreshed and ready for some more bullshit.
Us? Bullshit?
Yeah. So you solved my rug puzzle,
With flowers.
the flowers, by following instructions.
We can read.
That's
Very
not
simple.
us.
And so you find yourself faced with a door with another crown lock. This one, a lion. There is also a door on the other wall, which goes out to that balcony that you saw before. I won't make you figure that out. It's very clear. And then there is another door at the other end of the hall.
Does
Who
that
the
door at the far end
north?
have a crown lock, or is it just a normal door?
Nope, just a normal door.
So
I vote north.
I think that we do as much as we can before we start trying to figure out if we can get this door
Like
unlocked.
swapping the
swap
crowns.
crowns
let's-
around.
Yeah, that makes
let's see.
sense.
Yeah. I'll go up to that door and push it open.
There's
Okay.
an old myth called The Legend of Zelda, and it gives a lot of tips for how to handle a situation like this.
Okay. So, you push the door open, and I click the correct button, not the wrong one. And you got, come on. Damn it. Okay. You find yourselves in a long hallway. Basically stretching out 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, it's like 100 feet
Holy shit.
in front of you.
Wow.
To the right.
This escalated quickly.
Domino.
Wrong hallway.
Yeah, really.
Fighting a cat.
Domino, come on, get it together.
Get it together. You can't have my mouse.
You
Okay? I need that.
Can't have the mouse. You can't have
A
toast. You need to
cat
chill.
chase mice.
So along this hallway, there are several, I don't know, entrances, exits, portals, I think as Rob referred to them earlier, which I like very much.
You're
Um,
welcome.
On the left-hand side of the hallway, there are 3 doors, all with crown locks. The first 2 are lion locked. The third one has a heart above it. I'm using heart because that's the word that's in here. You guys know I'm talking about the deer, right?
Yes.
And then on...
I'm gonna assume at this point default heart equals deer unless you say otherwise.
I will explain if it is not a deer. On the right-hand side of the hallway, there is an opening that leads to another one of those staircases that goes up, ostensibly again out into the central storm room. Farther down there is another opening, and then farther down is another opening. So 3 openings on the right hand side, 3 doors on the left hand side. The third opening you guys can kind of see, but it is more of like the hallway goes around the corner to the right.
I want to check out the door that has the heart above it.
Okay.
See if I can check inside that room.
That is the third door on the left hand side. Yes, indeed, it is unlocked. You can push it open to reveal.
No, I want to pull it open.
Well, it doesn't pull because there's no handles.
Okay.
So I don't know how you would do
Fair.
that.
No, fair.
You push it.
No, like it's not like one of those things you push it and like cracks and it bounces back and you gotta give it a tug.
No. Push the door open. There's the lock indicator. And you see another room. This one, scroll up, please. It's a pretty narrow room, not very large. On one wall, it's on the left-hand side of this room. The walls are lined with these wooden, what's a good word for them? Like cubicles is the one that comes to mind. Where essentially there are like wooden like separators, causing several of these. In each one there is a small bench, and there is also a hook on the wall, like you would hang maybe a jacket or something on. There is a sorry.
So is this a locker room?
That's not incorrect. It's not an incorrect description. So a small bench, a hook maybe for hanging clothes or a jacket or something on. Underfoot, there is a mosaic floor that depicts images of demons. And then on to your right, there's another set of doors that leads. It would lead the same direction as the hallway was going.
Damian pulls out a copper piece and throws it at the mosaic before stepping onto it.
Okay, you toss a copper onto the floor. Nothing happens.
Okay, I thought like if we stepped on it, we fall into like a portal of demons.
Yeah, didn't realize I was gonna make you guys afraid of doors and floor.
And floors.
Look, I'm being extra cautious right now.
I'm kind of expecting it to be like a bathhouse or something in the next room. You want to pop that open?
Yeah, I'll head over and pop it open and see what's in this room.
Okay, yeah, you head to the doors on the right hand side across from these cubicles. It is unlocked. And you open it to see a large pool.
Ooh.
Called it. Jesus, I'm like,
Let's go.
Val, you're
I'm
dialed
batting
in today.
I'm batting 1,000 today.
1,000 big brain mode today.
So you open the
I
doors.
made this map. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you guys.
It seems like something you would make.
So
There
unhinged.
is some damage to this room. So inside, there is what looks like a large bathing pool. Steam is rising from it, but the water is murky and dark, like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. The tiled floor around the bath is cracked in places, completely ruined in other places. To your right, it looks like there once was a set of wooden doors there, but they have been completely smashed open and destroyed. And then to your left, it seems whatever caused this damage also left a just gaping hole in the palace wall that you can see straight through to the open air, to the twilight sky.
Does it look like?
Willoughby glances at Damian.
I know what they say.
Yeah,
Sereia's
I
hitting
was-
Damian.
I was just about to ask. Is it like looking like it? Whatever came in, it like came in from the wall first, throughout the door, like through the door, then out the wall.
The debris is inside the building.
There is
Yeah.
also, it's It's hard to say. It looks like something real. It doesn't look like something just came through here once and then left it alone, I'll say.
Okay.
Looks like a
Um,
frequently used
Like they've dragged it
entrance and
across the floor
exit.
repeatedly.
They have frequent
Drag marks on
flyer
the floor.
miles.
Like something has moved back.
Like something has been dragged across or moved back and forth repeatedly.
Dragoned across?
This
Dragged
is a
across.
really niche Witcher 3
Joke, yeah.
joke that Van and I have been making for 8 years now.
15 years.
You think it
yeah.
came through here?
Maybe this is where the dragon lives.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect the water. Like, if is it like a water, like it looks like, hey, a dragon uses this as their. As
Is it poo
Bath?
poo water?
Is it poo poo water?
No. It just seems,
I didn't want to say it.
it's stagnant and it's murky, but it's just sort of like it hasn't been. It's like a pool that hasn't been cleaned in a while.
Of that, y'all's first thought was dragon toilet.
Look, I didn't want to say it. Thank you, Rob, for saying poo poo water.
Not bad.
It is not.
I'm
is
glad
not.
that we determined that before I decided to hop in this fucking pool too,
Yes.
because that was about to happen.
But it is still steamy.
Okay.
Just dirty.
So, yeah.
Freshly toileted.
I hate
God.
Dungeons and Dragons.
God. Okay.
Wow. Do you want to turn your fucking phone off?
Sorry, my alarm is set for noon.
So, I want to look through the big gaping hole in the right wall.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like there on your right there was probably a set of doors here at some point. The remains of which are now scattered all over the place. But you can see pretty clearly into the next room, which I will not paint over. I will reveal. Doors. There's not a whole lot in this room. Again, everything is sort of smashed and busted. It looks like there was furniture in here at some point, maybe a bed, maybe table and chairs. Hard to say. It's just been completely destroyed.
I'm gonna keep going unless someone stops me. I'm gonna.
I'm just saying they're
following.
continuing to look back and forth between Sereia and the pool of water. Like, I'm shocked that she hasn't jumped into it yet.
Oh, she's trying to. I wanted to see if she can see anything in the pool.
Okay.
Is there a dragon sleeping in the bottom?
It's not quite big enough for that. You can tell it's murky again. It's probably 8-10 feet deep. And you can see a little bit, maybe a couple of things at the bottom. They're sort of like sparkling, like catching what little bit of light is getting down there, but it's hard to say.
There's stuff at the bottom of this. Should I go get it?
Sure. I don't see why not. Just, I don't know, be careful.
You're gonna get tired of saying that to me one of these days. And she slips into the pool
Okay. You
and heads for the sparkling things.
Yeah, you slip into the pool, you dive down. It's about 8 feet deep. The bottom of the pool is covered in bones. Some humanoid size, some smaller. There are also a few bits and bobs. There's a like a silver helmet. It's adorned with what is now a soaking wet sort of black feather. There's like a steel dagger, and there is a pair of like silver like armlets, like cuffs that you can pull out of the bones.
She'll pull those out of the bones, being very careful not to bring bones back up with her.
Yeah, and you come up with a helmet, a set of armlets, and a dagger.
I found shiny things.
Sets them on the edge.
Do they look magical?
Do they look silver?
If I touch them, do I sense that these should be identified?
I wouldn't waste your time
Okay.
on them.
Just put them in her haversack. We'll worry about them later.
Okay. Saying nothing about the bones at the bottom of the pool.
Nope.
You find anything fun down there?
No. Nope.
No, nothing exciting. Just trinkets.
Nope.
Uh,
I have a
All
feeling I
right.
know where this is going, and
I trust you implicitly.
you
chase after Damian.
continue around the corner through the ruined sort of stateroom that is here and into what looks to be what is left of a ballroom. As you come around the corner, you see quite the scene. A grand ballroom lies before you. The northern part of its floor littered with the splintered remains of doors that have been knocked from their hinges, leaving openings through which you can see the adjoining rooms, which I will also show you, so you guys can see into them. Throughout the ballroom, though, royal courtiers stand motionless, their eyes fixed on a black iron cauldron atop a dais in the middle of the chamber. Dark vapors rise from the cauldron, which has a huge dragon-like monster coiled around it. The dragon's body twitches slightly, and its closed eyelids flutter as it dreams. Two figures are frozen, statue-like, off to one side of the cauldron. An imperious, middle-aged woman with long white hair and white robes, and a younger woman clad in armor, wearing a white cape. The older woman is reaching desperately towards the cauldron, while the armored woman at her side is grasping a fine-looking quarterstaff. But much like everyone else in the room, they are frozen in place.
Ooh.
Sereia grabs whoever is in front of her and slowly tries to pull everybody
Whoa.
back.
Yeah, there's a sleeping dragon in that sleeping dragon.
Shh.
Okay, I'm cool.
And again, this is a sort of thin, sinewy, strange-looking dragon-like creature.
Okay. So it looks like that dragon is protecting that cauldron. Why, I don't know. Oh, that's big. That's big.
Can I vote more exploration before we
Yeah.
Yeah,
deal with this?
yeah. We gotta be really quiet about moving past that big guy.
What would you guys like to do?
Go back.
Probably go through the doors, like
Yeah.
in the room that we're standing in,
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
rather
those
than
two-
entering the ballroom.
Damien, didn't you want to meet this dragon?
Did, but I don't know what to say to it. I mean, I don't want to wake it up. He looks so peaceful.
Again, I do just want to remind you guys, this is not like your standard storybook dragon. This thing is almost grotesque looking. Its limbs are long and sinewy. Its eyes are sort of massive and almost like bug-like.
I
Never meet your heroes.
But
Yeah,
so there's a
I-
cauldron in the center of the room. There are people that look like they're frozen. That look like they were reaching for it at some point.
Yes, there are several like courtiers standing around, and then the two women are off to one side. The older woman looking like she was reaching for it. The other one, the younger woman in the cape, sort of reaching for the quarterstaff at her side.
Is there anything on these two humans, like any kind of like symbols or like identification on them? Like,
But you look for their wallets.
Yeah, like or some kind of like
You reckon they're
any kind of like
from
symbols.
Valor's Call
That's what I'm thinking. Either they're
Yeah.
Valor's Call or that other group,
or the League of Malevolence?
yeah. Like, is there anything like that may have like symbolizes that on them?
Do they look like archetypal bad guys or archetypal good
Yeah.
guys?
I would say based on all of the white clothing, archetypal good guys.
Okay.
The older woman, no. You don't see anything on her that's like immediately recognizable. The younger woman is carrying, let's see, she's carrying a quarterstaff. She's wearing a white cloak. She is wearing armor. She is armored in like a chain shirt. Yeah, and she has an amulet around her neck that is in the shape of a sun. Like the sun in the sky.
And like the other members of Valor Call that we've encountered didn't have anything like that.
No, you've met.
Because we met like 2, I think, right?
You met Molliver,
Yeah.
who is sort of a roguish type, and you met Elkhorn, who was the dwarf fighter, essentially.
Okay. Then like that. Can I roll to see if I recognize that symbol as anything?
Yeah, make me a religion check.
Okay.
Or a history check, maybe one of the two.
I'll do religion. I rolled a 2, so no.
It's cool. Looks like sun.
That's pretty
It's
dope.
pretty.
It's pretty.
It's pretty and really dope, but I don't recognize it.
Nope.
Okay. You should we at least check out those other 2 rooms then? Or we just gotta sneak past this dragon?
I'm
I don't
thinking
even
this.
want to call it a dragon. I don't...
So, here are my thoughts. This cauldron is probably important. This dragon is asleep. We've got the drop on it. If we try to sneak past it, and it wakes up, things are going to get a lot harder on us.
Maybe we could always talk to it.
If we try talking to it and it attacks us, things are going to get a lot harder on us.
Yeah, but this is also maybe the same dragon that was on the side of, helping out this place, so...
I'm just not looking at that dragon and thinking that's a friendly dragon.
Well, I mean,
That dragon looks like it's going to lay eggs inside of me. It's very creepy.
Yeah, and one part of my curiosity really wants to talk to this dragon, but the other part of me is scared. But I think for the sake of this, you should try to be sneaky, and if we do wake it up, I'm going to talk to it and try my best to maybe appease to it that we're trying to help out.
Okay.
Where do you guys want to go?
I don't want to talk to the dragon.
I don't want either, but there's 2 other rooms, and there's those 2 rooms right next to it. Do we see the crown, the heart crowns, and the lion symbols above those doors?
The other 3 doors. Okay, there's so many doors in here is the thing. So you guys are standing sort of in the destroyed stateroom that's right off the bathhouse. That door right next to you does not have a lock. The 5 sets of doors in the ballroom. There are 2 closest to you, the 2 northern doors. Those do not seem to have locks. The other 3 that are on the southern end of the ballroom all have lion locks.
Okay.
These are...
Can I just pop open the
These are
door that we're
somewhere
standing
else.
in front of and look to see if there's anything besides the door that we walked past when we were walking
I
into
was
the
gonna
room?
say there's also a lot that we haven't
Yeah.
looked at yet.
Boy,
There is a door right next to us also.
Yeah, I just want to pop
Yes.
open the door that we're standing next to and like look in that like hallway and see if there's something there or if we have to go through traverse this room with the dragon in it to go somewhere new.
Yes, you can pop open the door right next to you. It leads to that long hallway you were in before. Around the corner, where that sort of turn around the corner would have been. There is another set of doors immediately to your left. It's the set of doors that goes into the ballroom. But across from the door you have just opened, there is another set of doors with a heart set into the crown of the door.
Let's check out this room.
Let's check out that room.
Let's just be quiet.
Okay.
How long does Pass Without a Trace last? An hour?
An hour?
I think so.
Do I still have that prepared? Why would I unprepare that? I use it all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
can't
less an hour.
imagine you would have unprepared it.
I did not unprepare it. I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace now that I know that there's a sleeping fucking dragon that will probably try to eat us.
Okay.
Yep.
You cast Pass Without Trace, and you guys slip back into the hallway. You head to the doors across from you. Again, we're back in that long hallway we were in before you guys made your way around through the locker room. It's a changing room. This particular door is number anybody's guess. 27. This particular door opens into another room. Which contains several glass cabinets around the walls that are filled with a wide variety of weaponry. They're all extremely nice. The cabinets are very well constructed. The weapons are also beautiful, well constructed. All pretty much the tables of martial weapons in the book. There's pretty much one of each in these cabinets. Everything very well constructed. It's difficult to tell. It's sort of like could be a museum, could be an armory. There's a lot of stuff in here.
What's that thing in the center of the room?
So in the center of the
Or is that just
room-
like another display kind of thing?
It's essentially a display
Okay.
pedestal.
Okay.
Sereia picks up a spear. I'm assuming there's a spear in here.
Yeah, sure. You
Tests the weight a
yeah,
little bit.
you open one of the cabinets. They're unlocked. You take a spear out, and sort of test the weight of it. It's perfectly balanced. The craftsmanship is incredibly fine. And as you sort of swap it from one hand to another, you all hear a small voice coming from the spear that says, "Oh, what a fine stance you have."
Thank you. You have lovely craftsmanship.
Oh, well, thank you for saying so, but I'll never be as fine as Snickersnack.
Who is Snickersnack?
Listening.
It doesn't say anything else.
That wasn't me imagining. You guys heard that too, right?
No, we definitely heard that.
No, we
too.
heard it.
Oh, okay.
Like we totally heard that. And there's a someone named Snickersnack here.
Can I pick up like an axe?
Yeah. Pick up an axe again, very finely crafted, as perfectly balanced as a weapon can get. And after a moment of holding it, you hear a voice. Ah, a fine wielder you would make.
Oh, thanks. What's your name? I'm Willoughby.
Hello, Willoughby. I'm Axe.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Which one is Snickersnack?
Do you know a Snicker snack?
Oh, yes. The finest sword among us will never be as fine as Snickersnack.
Well, I think you're pretty fine. Respectfully.
It doesn't say anything else.
No. I was afraid of asking about Snickersnack because I didn't want them to think I didn't like them. Now I feel bad.
Sereia picks up a sword. Are you Snickersnack?
Me? Oh. No, I could never cut through anything as well as Snickersnack.
Need to
Well-
meet Snickersnack.
Well, do you
We need
do
to
you-
find the Snickersnack.
Yeah, do you know where Snickersnack is at?
The sword doesn't say anything else.
Oh.
Do they all just die as soon as you say the word Snickersnack?
Did we kill them all?
Have we brought them to life? Have we ended their lives? Are we God?
Hard to say.
I pick up a dagger. Where's Snickersnack?
The weapons don't seem to know where Snickersnack is, but when Snickersnack is mentioned, they basically tell you they will never be as good as Snickersnack and then stop speaking.
Then die.
They don't die.
No.
Or do they?
I'm taking this spear with me. I feel responsible for it now.
Okay. You have a very fine spear.
Yay! I have a spear.
There's not like a gleaming sword in this room that we just missed.
No.
Okay.
We want to see the circular room south of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if assuming we can get through it.
Well,
through
there's the hallway.
To it through the hallway.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
go back out into the hallway and then back down the way you came. That would be the middle opening in that long hallway that we referenced before, in which you find
Oh look, a spiral
Oh,
staircase.
goodness.
Oh,
Staircase.
dear.
a tower with a spiral staircase with a golden handrail in the center. This particular tower, as luck would have it, is decorated with sculpted reliefs depicting humans and demons partaking in grotesque revelry.
Whoa.
And they
more
really paid the
orgies.
artist that did this. They
Yeah.
really liked this artist.
Do we want to look
Sorry,
at
just
another?
frozen watching him again.
And there's
You're
another
right,
door.
focus.
There's another set of doors across from you in the tower, with a lion in the crown.
Do we want to look at the opening in the hallway that leads up to another tower that might have another gem?
Should.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm
Oh,
treasure hunting. I'm treasure hunting.
The door. So yeah, back down the hallway we came from.
Hmm.
The door on the other side from that. Does that have a relief above it, or does that door look like we can open it?
Which door? Which
So
door?
if you're coming,
South-
if you're
south
going
of-
north out of the hallway with the
with
rug,
the horrible rose carpet
with
that
the-
tried to kill
with the
you,
ro- immediately
Yes.
to the left from there.
that is a lion door.
That is a
Ah,
line.
Yes,
Okay.
both of those doors are lions.
Gotcha.
Okay. Up the stairs then.
Okay,
The
I
stairs we
definitely
go.
know where those stairs go.
Hey, me too.
Down in my notes. So you head up another staircase. This one again heading out over that room that is full of storm. Just full of storm.
Just a whole mess of storm
Whole
in
mess of
there.
storm.
Up into another tower.
Wow.
In this tower, again, it's the more you sort of make your way around, the more you can kind of tell that this palace is sort of surrounding this central room,
Yeah.
with the storm roiling, and a large tower with a bunch of smaller towers attached to it, sort of as the central bit. In this one, you see a wrought iron pedestal in the center of the room, with an enameled green coffer resting on top.
Open up that coffer.
You open it.
Yeah.
It contains another plum-sized crystal. This one green, and this one, unlike the others, is glowing faintly.
Hmm.
Oh. Should we identify this one too, or should we leave it alone?
If y'all want to take a quick power nap, I'll identify it.
Okay.
Willoughby
Gives-
learns to juggle with the other 2 crystals.
Okay. Willoughby starts to practice this juggling.
Oh my God.
You take a few minutes to identify this crystal.
Uh-huh.
Law, like the other 2, it has a Conjure Fey spell attached to it, and another desire attached to it. This one, the desire to hide or remain hidden or secretive.
Okay. But this one was glowing. I'm not sensing anything else different about this one.
Nope.
Other than
This one is glowing faintly.
Green gem, a white gem, and a black gem.
why would the green gem be glowing?
Wow.
Maybe maybe it has to do with the Fae that's either like it conjures. Maybe it has magical energy.
Could be.
Maybe these are power sources.
I don't know. This is too much for my brain.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough information yet. It's just a lot of guessing.
Yeah.
All right.
Spiral staircase?
Yeah, I suppose those are our only options right now. So start checking out
Yeah,
the
either
spiral
that or-
staircases.
Or the thing leading up, the doors leading up to or up near Wrath.
Yeah, we could go through that walkway.
Ah, right.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
pretty much did the left side. We have to do the
Yeah.
right side of this building. And we have to go outside and loop all the way back around to get to the left side, I think. Yeah.
I suppose the only other doors would be the ones across the room where the Jabberwock is, but we don't want to. I
There
assume we.
Well, there is the hallway that we were in before. There is the Jabberwock's room right over there, but there's another door just like the one we walked into to connect the hallway. So I'm guessing maybe it's a hallway like that on the other side. We could use that to go through that door and then explore the rest if we can. We
Yeah,
just
but
have to
that means
sneak
we have to
across.
sneak past the Jabberwock, and I don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
That's the only thing we would have to do. So if we don't want to sneak, we
that's
would have
it?
to go up. Yeah, really.
That's it.
Well,
That's it.
why don't we check out the doors over where Wrath was before the spiral stair, and then we'll do spiral staircase next. If we're
Yeah.
determined not to fight the dragon right now.
Yeah. I think we would have to go out. We would have to go out, but that's the only way we can get to the other side. It's like going all the way around.
We're getting in our cardio before we do the
Mm.
heavy lifting. Bold strategy.
Everybody jump on the carpet. Let's go.
Okay, so you hop on the carpet. You're in this hallway. You're going back outside.
Yes.
Yes.
So you go back through the hallway with the rug.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
We
I
also have
take
roses.
5 roses.
Back through, yeah, you guys still have your roses.
Mhm.
thank
You head
God.
back through the hallway. You head out through the room with the carriage
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
and back out onto the front porch. You
Yes.
go all the way across the front porch to the other side.
Correct.
Okay, great. There's a wall
Yes.
over there.
Huh?
Here's
So can we fly
Oh,
up?
that's not
Oh.
on the top of it. Wait.
if you're there.
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
we were there before because, let's
Yeah,
go
how
back
did
to
we
where
get
we
into
got
the
You want to
tower?
fly up.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
flying up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head all the way over towards where
Walls mean nothing to us.
the tower is.
Yeah, we want to go
Wrath's Tower.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to go
Yes.
opposite Rat's Tower.
Okay, so you
basically.
head up onto that walkway. You see the door leading into Wrath's Tower. The door opposite that leads somewhere into the palace. So essentially, you've cleared out the left side, and now you've gone back out and around for the people at home to the right side, and are going in
Yeah.
that set of doors.
We are desperately
just thinking about
avoiding
it.
going up and dealing with the Jabberwock.
Mhm.
I guess if we didn't have a way to fly, we would have had to do the lion stuff first and go all the way around to even get to Wrath.
Or I could just solo it.
Yeah, Willoughby can fly.
I can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that recommended? Probably
like,
not.
If you had a party that didn't have an ability to do that, because I know we're also a little over leveled for this too. I was just thinking about like how
Yeah.
you would have to do this if you didn't have an ability to
Yep.
get into that tower with
Our
Wrath.
Owlin and our Druid.
Well,
could
there
get up
are
there.
there are other tools at your disposal that I'll say you guys haven't had to use so far. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. You open these doors on the far right-hand side, and you find yourselves in another room. I know, shocking.
Oh.
Ooh.
Aw.
Oh.
The
We take a little
bedroom.
nap.
Take a little nappy nap in here.
Oh, look, how perfect.
So sleepy eepy.
I want the green one.
Within this chamber, hold on, I'm in the 48s. I have to go back up.
Oh gosh.
Dungeon is
Ben's
insane.
just looking into the Matrix right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys could see the doc that I have for this, it's 40 pages long.
Oh god.
And it's 16,072 words. And that's the condensed notes that I made. I love it.
Mm.
This candlelit workroom contains many things. Tables, dressers, bunks. They are pretty simple. You can assume probably for the palace staff. There are 5 goblins in here, frozen in place like statues, caught in very mundane chores, ironing clothes, darning socks, folding sheets, and mounted on one wall, next to a set of doors on the northern wall, is a row of brass bells.
How many brass bells are there?
A few.
Okay.
Several. Like
Just a normal amount of bells.
a normal
Yeah,
amount about 5.
Okay.
Sort of mounted in a row on the wall.
Okay.
Huh.
Damian goes over to the red bed and jumps on it a few times and sits down.
Okay.
That's
Yes,
just rude. That's someone's bed. They've got to sleep on that. And now your
I
feet
just
up
wanted to
on
make
it.
sure it wasn't a monster bed.
You're
Yeah.
too trusting of furniture in places we've never been before.
Well, that's why I jumped on it a few times.
I've been attacked by so much furniture here, and you're just like, if I jumped on that bed would have eaten me.
Well, why don't you jump on that one?
No, I'm not. I'm not touching any more furniture while we're here.
They say knowing full well that they're gonna touch furniture.
Of course they are.
Can I check out the door to the left that I'm assuming leads out to another balcony?
Boy, howdy can you. You open another set of doors that leads out onto another balcony that overlooks this roiling storm and that central tower with several other small towers attached. And yet another staircase.
All right, we need to get to that staircase to get to another gem.
We have to. So we have that door right there. We can go through.
Yeah, let's go through that door.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's everybody's passive perception.
Not great.
Is 19.
My passive perception is 14.
Mine is also 14.
9.
19.
You guys head across the room and open up another set of doors heading north, deeper into the palace. So in this room, you see quite the sight. Make sure I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place. So in this room, there is an 8-foot tall, 3-foot diameter multi-tiered cake resting on a large round table in the middle of this kitchen, which also contains a stove, an assortment of mismatched cupboards and work tables. 8 pixies are suspended in midair around the cake, unmoving, each wearing a chef's hat and a flour-stained apron. 6 of the pixies have cloth tubes that they are squeezing that have icing coming out of them. The other 2 hold armfuls of candles. They are all frozen in time. Thick, creeping vines with broad leaves encroach on the kitchen through a partially open door in the middle of a concave wall. The roots stretch across the floor and coil around the large table, but not around a smaller rectangular wheeled table that sits nearby, that has 3 trussed up giant rats on it.
Are the rats frozen?
Yes.
Okay.
When I say trussed up, I mean like for eating?
Oh, I thought they were dressed up like little like servant rats.
Okay, trust. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Trust up. Okay.
All right.
On a wheeled cart nearby. So I mean, they're not moving.
No.
Well, it's because they.
So candles. So this is a birthday cake, not a wedding cake.
You can assume. Yeah, 2 of the pixies are holding like armfuls of candles.
Is there any like? Can I just like investigate this game to see if like any kind of signs, like anything like who could this cake have been for? Like any kind of like indication for that?
I mean, there's not a name on it or anything,
Okay.
but you know who lives here.
Mm-hmm.
I assume a giant cake would be for,
Yeah.
Can I head around to where that vine has broken through the wall to see what's in that room?
Yeah. It's open. To another room. This room. As you head around the corner through the open wall, again, these creeping vines kind of spreading through it. But in here, the side of the palace has been torn asunder by an enormous beanstalk that has actually lifted this tower high into the air. So the space between the sort of that open doorway, what used to be a doorway that now has vines coming through it, is sort of choked with rubble and thick roots, and you can see this huge beanstalk that has actually lifted most of the tower. Like where the floor of the tower used to be is like 20 feet up now, and the rest of the tower is sort of above you. And it's taken up by the base of this beanstalk.
Okay.
I really want to go up there.
Yeah, me too. Does it look like big enough that we could ride carpet up into that room, or will we have to climb up the beanstalk?
There's really not enough room for a carpet to get through.
So we'll probably have to climb up the beanstalk then. I mean, I'm down for climbing up the beanstalk if anyone else wants to.
climbing's not my strong suit, but I'll try it because I don't want to
Well-
waste a wild shape.
I have a carpet. I don't really want. I'll just fly next to it. But we don't.
I literally
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they
advantage.
just said that there's not
Yes,
enough
no
room for
room.
carpet.
I can fly up most of it and then get to the. We can fly up most of it and not have to climb as far, right?
This again, like it's complete. This room is like completely choked off with like rubble and the base of the beanstalk. There's not enough room for carpet to maneuver through.
Gotcha. I thought you meant
There's
just,
also
you
this
open and
like
know
no
into the next-
idling sign here that specifically shows a picture of a carpet weirdly.
It does say no carpet parking.
No carpet
riding.
parking.
Damn it. Well, also, again, we have so many spiral staircases to go up now. Do we want to climb up this right now, or do we want to keep exploring this floor?
I think though that whatever spiral staircase goes up, this one may not even be connected to it because of the beanstalk.
All right.
I just went through my inventory. Did anybody else get a spider toy when we were at the carnival?
Oh no.
No.
Because yours gives you.
Because mine gives me the ability to spider climb for an hour. I forgot all about that little guy.
You guys have lots of fun toys.
We do.
Yeah, I
It's
think we've got
literally a
lots of
cuddly
ways.
toy spider.
I'm.
Let's not
voting
waste
for-
spell slots. Let's just climb.
Do we want to finish exploring the other doors leading out of here first, though, and then come back?
No, fine.
I just.
There
I
are
know we
two
have a
doors
tendency
over
to get
Soraya's already like partway up a stalk.
distracted by the first shiny thing we see, but we had a mission.
Hops down.
Well, there are two doors.
Uh-huh.
I'll open the one on the right. You open the one on the left.
Gotcha. All right. 3, 2, 1, breach.
Push.
One go.
Preach.
The two doors across from where you entered the kitchen swing open. The one on the left-hand side leads to a long hallway that cuts off to the left at its end. Also has an opening about halfway down that seems to lead to another staircase going up and out across the central room. The door on the right-hand side opens into a large hall. Yeah, this one. So it opens into what essentially looks like a large banquet hall. Decorating the walls of this dining hall are paintings of fey creatures, mounted elk heads with golden horns, and sitting in the middle of this hall, in front of or at the head, the other side, at the head of the table that is piled with food, is this strange, almost sort of deformed looking giant. She sits the grease-stained tablecloth tucked under her chin, as she washes down huge mouthfuls of food with gulps from a barrel of beer sitting next to her. And as you enter, she looks up, just sort of cocks her head at you. Who are you?
Who are you?
I hear first.
Oh, we're not hungry.
No, we don't want your food. We just want to know who you are.
Leave. She
Nice to
takes
meet you,
another
Leave. I'm
huge bite,
Damian.
stares at you from across the table.
Was there something more exciting through your door, or just another hallway here?
I mean, we just want to get to the other side of the room. We'll leave you. Just want to go over there.
Trade.
Trade?
Bring cake. Sits back down
Oh.
and keeps eating.
I mean, that seems simple enough.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll get you some cake. Heads back to the other room and looks at that tiered cake and then looks over at Willoughby. Okay, we gotta carry this cake into there? That should be easy enough.
Yeah.
Except it's enormous.
Are the doors wide enough for
Yeah.
carpet to fly through?
Oh, sure.
Can we
Okay.
use carpet as a serving tray?
I don't see why not.
Okay, there we
Carpet.
go.
Cool.
Is
I'm
the
gonna
tray.
drape a white cloth over carpet and like look like I'm wheeling out a tray of cake.
Okay, you guys lift this cake.
Mhm. You put it on carpet and come out.
Okay.
Damian draws a little mustache on himself.
Okay. And you take the cake in to the giant that is sitting at the other end of the table. Who kind of perks up and like slams the mostly empty now barrel of beer on the ground and sort of claps her hands together as you put the cake in front of her.
Here you go. One cake, just as you ordered.
Willoughby bows deeply.
Fine. You go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your cake.
As she digs into the cake, you guys have a couple of other doors at your disposal. One directly across from where you came in, one to the right-hand side. And you can also see this room is very tall. Like it's almost open to the second floor. And on the left-hand side of the room, there's like a balcony that looks over the dining hall.
A lot of balconies. Yeah, head to that door up top. And open up that door.
Okay. And you head all the way across the dining hall and open the door, which opens into a hallway.
Also, just go ahead and pop out the doors that I assume lead out to another balcony.
On the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head to the side of the dining hall, which opens onto a terrace.
Oh,
Oh,
fancy
that's new.
balcony.
Okay.
Bathed in twilight, the marble terrace offers a stunning view of the mountains, forests, swamps, and the shimmering horizons of Prismere. Spaced about the balcony are tables draped in white tablecloths and chairs set around each one. As you step out onto the balcony, a tea cart that was sitting in the banquet hall begins to move. It very quickly rolls over to the door and sort of careens out onto the terrace. Several cups, saucers, bowls, utensils, napkins all sort of fly off of the cart and out of its drawers and arrange themselves on the table that is nearest to you. And they are very quickly joined by a cauldron of soup, a piping hot tea kettle, and a pair of candlesticks, which all on their small legs hop off of the cart and onto your table. A large serving spoon comes to the edge of the cart, bows, and says, "Welcome. I am Demitas, your head waiter. I believe a light supper of tea and soup is in order. Please, sit."
Soraya sits. I've read this book.
Yes. It's down.
Sure. I mean,
Thank you.
The spoon, Demitas is his name, whistles, and the teapot and the soup cauldron sort of waddle over to the utensils in front of you and pour you all a cup of tea and a bowl of soup.
breakfast
Enjoy.
of champions. Thank you.
What
brings
is
you
the
to our
soup
palace?
of the day?
Yeah.
Oh, French onion.
Ah,
Should we try the gray stuff? It's delicious.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're referencing.
We are.
Willoughby asked the dishes.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much.
So I've never read Alice in Wonderland. I'm assuming this might be an Alice in Wonderland.
Beauty and the
thing.
Beast.
Beauty and the Beast, baby.
Okay, to me,
Yeah.
it's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's where
okay,
my
Beauty.
got
I
it.
went Beauty and
Got
the
it,
Beast all the
cool.
way with this.
Yeah.
Cool. Same.
Be our guest.
With US over here. It's very hard not to copy your accent right now. We're looking for Zybilna.
Ah, I see. Well, you will find all of us in a bit of a pickle in that regard.
You don't know where Zybilna is at also?
Oh, I know exactly where. She is. It is just a matter of being able to speak to her.
Is she also frozen like everyone here?
Oui, yes.
Um, the cauldron that's in the ballroom, does that have to do with anything with why everyone is frozen?
Perhaps it is a very powerful magical item. We don't
Do you
ask
have
too
any-
many questions of the current guests that are here with us.
What else is here besides the
Yeah.
scary dragon?
The Jabberwock. I recommend you stay away from him. He does not have the best table manners. But other than our mistress, her sisters, I suppose, are here somewhere. The League of Malevolence, as they call themselves. Some of Valor's call still remains. Many courtiers, many guests in the garden and here in the palace itself. And of course, all of us who work here.
And do you know anything about these? And he'll hold up one of the crystals or gems.
Yes, I'm surprised that they are wandering around the palace, but yes, those are magical artifacts that Our Lady keeps. She has many.
Can I confirm something too? You said her sisters did, and this has just been so long since we talked about this. The coven. Was she one of their? Was Zybilna one of the sisters?
They have Endelyn referred to her as their sister.
As their sister. Okay, because we were under
The Hourglass Coven is just the 3 that we've been fighting.
And
Mm-hmm.
then the 4th sister is Zybilna,
Zybilna.
not Tasha.
Yeah, I think that's what we know.
Okay.
Yeah,
At some
Endelyn
point,
directly referred to taking control of Prismeer from their sister.
Okay. Yeah, I think because at some point we were under the impression that the 4th sister was like Tasha or something.
That's what we're assuming is that. Or that Tasha is some way or tied into all of this in some way. Especially since we saw that cauldron in the ballroom is where my brain is going.
Sorry, I was just drinking tea and eating soup.
It's very good.
This is lovely. Thank you.
It is my
We've
pleasure.
been walking around this giant palace for hours.
You must not do so on an empty stomach.
Do you have any bread?
Oui. And one of the serving platters sort of flies out, zooms back through the door inside, and then comes back very quickly and sets some bread on the table. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does everybody eat?
Yes.
Yeah, eats.
Everybody that drinks tea and eats soup gets 15 temporary hit points.
Oh, dang!
Damn.
Oh, dang.
Yay!
Is there anything I may assist you with?
Oh, who's Snickersnack?
Snickle Snack is a very powerful magical weapon, an artifact that a lady keeps in a vault.
Where's the vault at?
Well, now you and I both know I can't tell you that.
Well, I figure I just try. We're on a good rapport.
Is there anything else I may answer for you?
I mean, we could leave a very good tip if, for some information.
Our mistress takes very good care of us, but thank you.
How about a 5-star Yelp review?
I don't know what that is.
Not on Yelp. All right, that's all we got. We'll find it ourselves. Thank you.
What about a nice bottle of elven wine?
Now that I can provide.
Oh no, I have. I was offering to give you one for information.
Oh,
but
Apparently, I have 8 in my bag.
I don't partake.
What about
Mostly because I am a spoon.
What about an equally nice bottle of Dawn dish soap?
Now maybe we can make a deal. No, I cannot reveal my lady's secrets to you. However, there is someone who might be able to help you more than I. The butler of the house, Thinnings is his name. Unfortunately, you will have to lure him out of hiding. He's a very shy man.
How do you lure him out of hiding?
Well, he's very fond of secrets. So, if you can find the room he is hiding in, you simply say his rhyme, his riddle, and promise him a secret. He will come out.
Oh, okay. That should be easy enough. I mean, I was just gonna start making a mess everywhere and hopefully draw him out, but that sounds a lot better.
What's his riddle?
Well, I suppose you'll want to write this down. It goes like this. Slip underneath the doorway, then fold and disappear. That's where you'll be hiding whenever I am near. But I have something for you, a thing you don't yet know. I'll tell you my great secret, if only you will show. If you can find him, say his little rhyme, promise him a secret. He will help. He is a very kind man. Just a little wary of guests.
Understandable.
Got it.
I hid a lot from guests growing up.
Is there anything else I may assist you with?
No, lunch was lovely, thank you.
You are welcome.
For dinner, whatever meal we're on. I can't tell time here.
How to say?
I can't tell time most of the time anyway.
Well,
I just can't tell time.
I don't know how clocks work.
take care of yourselves. There are many people here now that would wish harm on anyone who might be here to help our mistress. So, just be careful.
Is the Jabberwock here to help or just here to be a menace?
The
kind of thing?
Jabberwock is here because the Jabberwock wishes to be here.
Got it.
I take that as not helpful. Sorry, Damian.
No, it's fair. I mean, dragons just show up wherever they want to show up.
He's a fickle creature. He and Zybilna have a tenuous agreement. He comes to eat when he wishes, and occasionally he will assist her with a task, but he is a fickle being, and none but her have been able to leash him, I would say.
Well, maybe if we explore this place a bit more, we might be able to find a secret between their relationship.
I think it is mostly the food.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Now, I will leave you to it unless there is anything else I can assist with.
No, this was lovely, thank you.
Right. Enjoy the rest of your meal, and do not worry about the dishes. They will see themselves out. And Demitas leaves you to your tea and your soup and your strategizing, and that is where we're going to have to end for the day.
Oh boy. That
So,
was a stressful episode.
lots of exploring and lots of exploring left to do. We are really pushing our time, so let's do stars and wishes real quick.
I'll go first with a star. My star is going to Van just for maintaining this hellscape that is the dungeon. Like, this has been, I rarely do dungeon crawls, but this has been a really fun dungeon crawl, especially the fact that I'm anxious after every single corner return. Like, what is over there? You're pulling away the fog of war. Oh boy, I'm breathing hard. What's going to happen? You're making it very stressful in a good way, and I like it a lot. I am really enjoying this dungeon crawl so much. My other star is also those Sereia just like looking over the ledge every single time.
Are you sure we can't see the bottom?
I'm
This is such a
positive.
Sereia thing to do.
I'm positive.
My wish, I want to go up that beanstalk because I already have an idea of what that beanstalk is all about, and I want to go up that beanstalk real bad.
Okay.
That's my only wish.
I can very easily make that happen.
Perfect.
Who else?
I'd go. My star is going to go to Willoughby for a very specific moment, which was, I'm not Neil. It really cracked me up.
I knew you were gonna say it.
It was set up so well.
It
was
though.
so
I take a
perfect.
lot of pride in my predictability because it says that people know me well and my stupid sense of
Like,
humor.
As soon as I said
loved
it, I
it.
was like, I know what's about to happen to me.
It was just so funny. It really cracked me up,
It's
but
really
it's just
funny.
such a cute Willoughby
Yeah.
thing. And then being like, oh no, I got it. And then actually kneeling. Just the whole interaction with Envy I really liked Damian and Willoughby doing that. It was really cute. And then the the whole talk after the fact was also cracking me up. Those were just great. And then my wish is going to be that I had it. And then I lost it. Oh, I want to find Snicker Snack. My wish is I don't care what else we have to do with this place. I'm gonna find this damn
I
weapon.
would love for you guys to
I
find
don't know
Snicker
what it
Snack.
is.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not just like a
I hope it's the shittiest sword.
I hope it's a shitty sword, but that talks to us, trying to gas us up. That
Oh,
it's
like
like,
rusted and chipped.
yeah.
and-
Yeah.
I hope that he like is just a chatty sword. I just
like the book describes it as Vorpal blade in quotation marks. It's just a regular sword, but it's a Vorpal blade.
It's a sword that desperately wants to be a
After
Vorpal.
Yeah.
all this
Yeah.
time that we find the shittiest Vorpal sword, I'm gonna be so mad.
I was gonna say I don't care if it's shitty. I just hope that we actually find like the Vorpal sword because Law's wanted one since day one.
You guys
Yeah.
can explore this place as much as you want.
So nervous about every room we go into, but I'm determined to find
Oh, I
this
love
damn
it.
vault. I'm determined to find this damn vault now, and I don't care how we're
I
breaking
wanna
into it.
find this
We're
vault.
breaking in.
Yeah.
I'm finding this damn sword. That's my wish, is to find the sword. I don't know if it's gonna help us at all, if he's just gonna gas us up, but either way,
Who knows?
and that's it.
Hey, climb a beanstalk and find Snicker Snack. So far, things that I don't have to work on at all. They're here. They're here
They're
for
here.
you. You just have to find the right door.
We have entire control.
I love it when I don't have to work very hard.
You're doing enough in this place.
This map is
Right.
crazy.
My second wish is that Snicker Snack has a Jersey accent, no matter what. No matter what it is.
Hey, whoa! I'm sorting
Hey,
here.
yo, hey.
Hey, what's the matter?
Hey, look at me!
whoa,
I'm Snicker Snack. I'll
whoa.
cut through shit for you.
Hey.
Hey, slow down.
Give me a
ah.
bacon, egg, and cheese. I'll cut up whatever you want.
Give me a bacon, egg, and cheese.
That's what it is now.
And Val is dying
I'm
over
dead.
there.
I'm dead.
Who else? Stars and wishes.
I can star it and wish it up. My star is gonna go to Wally for Damian forever being my theory crafting buddy. I just there's moments where our dynamic is just so fun, and it's just like I know Damian's scheming. I know I've got ideas. It's like, all right, what do you think is gonna happen? What do we like? I like finding an in character way to be like, what do you think the answer to this puzzle
Yeah.
is? Because I'm like dead set on these to the point where I don't know if anybody caught it, probably not, but like when you cleared the fog of war on the balcony and I saw that the tables were all different colors, I was like, Oh wait, no, there's 6. Never mind.
They
I
are
was
I
like,
so
they all
too. So
correspond to a
my brain,
gemstone.
my
Like,
brain
I'm
went
just,
the
like,
same
connecting-
exact way.
I'm connecting
'Cause-
things that aren't
Yeah.
They are different
we
colors,
went,
aren't
we
they?
went into the because we
Yeah.
went into the bedroom. There are 4 distinct colors, and I thought like,
I was like,
the
the white gem is a trap because it's not a bed.
Yeah.
So
what? Blue, red, some
green, and you can make an
Yeah.
argument that the purple is black. I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
I
Anyway.
see. I'm not gonna try to say what colors they are because half of them look the same to me.
And my wish is
My wish.
I would like I don't know. I just kind of want to like swan dive into the storm. I don't know what that means, if that's the way into the vault, if that's the way to the end game. I just want the middle tower to either be like an entry, like I want us to have to go into the storm, and I just want to like, I don't know.
You want to like Tears of the Kingdom this, where we have
Yeah.
like, the tower
Yeah.
goes to the
Yeah,
top,
there it
and
is,
then
yeah.
Yeah,
we
that's
go
exactly
down.
what I want to do. We go
Again,
in and there's an entire other map. Wow.
All of your wishes today are just things that you just have to do.
All right, Willoughby
I've put the
swan
framework in front
dives
of you.
into the storm.
You can certainly try.
Roll for lightning damage.
Roll for lightning.
Roll for
damage.
lightning
Yeah.
damage.
That-
I'm gonna make you roll your
that's-
own damage.
Maybe I'll finally roll well. But yeah, that's
Who hasn't gone? Is it just Val?
I think it's just me. My star, I think my star has to go to Sereia for investigating the pond and finding the crown, because I never would have thought to go investigate the pond of all places. And I feel like we would have been like, that kicked everything off once we found the crown, and everything just kind of snapped together. Sort of MVP move of the day to find the crown like almost immediately. So
Just water genasi things.
I had
Yeah.
no doubt that Rachel would immediately be like, "I'm gonna go over there."
I'm going
Yeah.
into the pond.
yeah. Just why we all make such a good team is because we all think of things that no one else
We
thinks.
just
of
touch
doing.
every
That's
single
true.
thing we see. We just
That is
touch it
true.
all.
And my wish,
My wish.
I'm trying to think of a wish that Van actually has to do something for.
Am I not doing enough for you?
No, you're doing plenty.
Am I
I
not,
was gonna
am I
say,
working hard enough?
damn, what the
Damn.
fuck?
Like, are you not entertained?
No, you just said the last couple of wishes, I don't have to do this. I was like,
I'm sorry. I'll just remind you that one of the rooms you went into was labeled 48G.
Yeah. Man, y'all, I really want to fight the Jabberwock. I can't. I like y'all know this.
Oh no, I
wanna
want
fight the Jabberwock.
I
Oh,
want to
I'm
fight the
sure we're
Jabberwock.
gonna.
We're
I just
gonna
didn't
fight
wanna
this
kick it
Jabberwock.
off.
Well, I
Like,
can
have
finally, I
theories.
can post the Jabberwock in the Discord for everyone to see. You guys
Like,
have
I
seen
have
it.
theories already about this Jabberwock and the fact that we heard of a blade called Snickersnack. My brain already put 2 and 2 together for that.
I'm
Wait,
just
Van.
determined to find Snickersnack before we fight this dragon.
Yeah.
Do you want to? You should post it with the googly eyes. That I put
Yeah,
on
post it
the
with the googly eyes.
I was literally just copying that at the ready to follow up their post with that
I will
post.
find the actual Jabberwock and post him.
What
I
do you-
love
What do you
how the
mean the
picture-
actual Jabberwock? That's the one I'm talking about.
That is the actual.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He's really
I-
frightening.
I just love how this Jabberwock just looks like it's constantly going.
He's got big buck teeth, and I love him. He's my favorite
Uh,
weirdo. Like, he's such a fucking weird beard.
Such
Like,
a weird looking guy.
Just
Just
a
like
large,
letting out a
weird guy.
scream of anxiety because the anxiety is getting too much to him, so he's just screaming.
all right, I posted him in the Discord for anybody who wants to go look at his wonderful face. He's my son, my wonderful, horrible son. And then everybody put
The
googly
googly
eyes on
eyed.
him.
The googly eyed
Thank
one.
you. Thank
It's
you, Rob.
so good. It's really
Yes.
extremely good.
It just really changes his whole demeanor.
He becomes a real friend.
It's
once you
like
put
the
googly
first
eyes
one
on him.
is Scary Dragon, the second one is like, oh hi.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
I'm the
Do you want
Jabberwock.
some? You want some
If-
cucumber sandwiches and some tea?
I don't know why nobody invites me to the parties.
I'm a great host. I can make some watercress, some tuna salad.
Like, this dragon is... This dragon's allergic to tree nuts. Like, look at him.
This is a dragon
He
that
has...
Now in my head canon, his voice is Filbert from Rocco's Modern Life.
He's very
I'm
special.
nauseous.
He's-
nauseous.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I hope
guys
you.
at
I hope
home-
you. I hope you adventures don't have any peanuts on you because I'm going to devour you.
He's
all.
giant and green and thin. He's got a really long, sort of like snake-like tail. A huge mouth,
Yeah.
giant pupilless white eyes, look like fucking bug eyes.
This isn't me.
And
He's
doing
got
my
arms
best
that are
Simon.
separate from his wings, but his wings are also kind of like on like
Arms?
arm-like appendages. So he looks like he's got 4 arms. He's got back legs. He's horrible.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
horrible.
not
He doesn't look like he should be airworthy at all.
I'm not recharging
I'm
my
not.
breath. I'm not
I just
recharging my
glide.
breath weapon. I just have really bad asthma.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
My
Like,
acid reflux is back. To
like he
that.
looks
I'm
like
not
he,
airworthy by choice. My doctor doesn't recommend it.
like he looks like he carries an inhaler around. Like
Yeah.
Hold on.
horrible.
I know I'm supposed to re-roll for my dragon breath, but I just need to hit my inhaler.
anyway, sorry. Everybody
Adventurers
go.
give me eczema.
If you're familiar with either
I feel
the
attacked.
Jabberwock, I think from Alice in Wonderland,
Yes, Alice in
or
Wonderland.
the poem, the Jabberwocky, that's what you're dealing with here, friends.
Or Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah.
Or Filbert
Oh.
from Rocco's Modern Life. Anyway.
Jabberwock's Modern Life.
Val,
Turn
did
the
you say
page.
everything you were gonna
Wash
say?
your hands.
You said you wanted to fight the
yes.
Jabberwock.
Yeah, that was my wish.
That was your wish. Anything else from anybody?
No.
All right.
I'm just
we
never
are
gonna be able to hear another voice besides that now.
Yeah.
When we
we're
fight this thing.
over time, so we will leave you there. But thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. We'll be back in a few hours.
Thank you for the game.
Thank you guys for being part of the game. I really appreciate it a lot, and I'm having a lot of fun with this dungeon, even though it's wildly confusing and it takes me a long time to find things in my notes, because once again, the condensed version is about 40 pages long.
I mean, all things considered, it doesn't feel like it's taking a lot of time.
No.
So,
Good.
No.
I'm
No.
glad you guys
I
feel
think
that way.
you're- I
It's
think
going
you're
by.
doing-
It's like it's going
Yeah,
by
I think
so.
you're doing
Like I was
great.
honestly shocked that we covered so much.
You guys
of
did cover
this
a lot
list,
of
yeah.
ground, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, and thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be back in a few hours at 5 o'clock Eastern time for another live stream. Hearts of Stone, our Blades in the Dark game that Val is going to be running. I'll be there, as well as some other friendly faces that you know and love. So we will see you then. Come back, join us, hang out. And until then,
Touch
good game.
everything in the dungeon.
Good game, and I'm fucking walking here, internet.